We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready?
Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? I knew I missed something today. Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see everybody. Hopefully you had a better morning than I did. I literally woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It was horrible. Hello, Blabs. Good to see you.
Hi. So I'm curious, how do you sleep?
Usually, are you asking
do you hang from bars like a vampire, like a bat or something? Like, what are you doing that you're like?
No. I don't know. Like today, I just woke up and was like, man, this is not going to be a good one today. And I was struggling. So, we start building the show. I usually start going around 8:30 in the morning and start laying things into the run sheet, maybe around 9. But I was like, oh, my head hurts. I woke up. For everybody who doesn't know what Blabs and I are talking about, which is literally everybody, I woke up this morning, horrible headache, and it was just really affecting me. And with about 45 minutes before the show started, I was like, I got to do something about this. And I made my way to the chiropractor. And I'll tell you this right now, I feel like $1 million freaking right now, Blabs. I am buzzing.
So no more headache then?
Well, slight headache right here, right on the temple. But I'll tell you what, this morning.
Take some Advil and eat some food with it, and then you should be gold.
I did. Yes, but I also had my neck cracked. I'll tell you this. Some people don't believe in the whole chiropractor thing. I'm a big believer in the chiropractor thing because I've had my neck snapped in certain ways, or cracked, whatever you will call it. And instantly the headache goes away. And that I felt that today. It was outstanding where he go pop. And it was like, I felt a tingle in my toes. My neck was so bad, so messed up. It was outstanding.
Huh.
You ever been cracked before, Blabs?
Many times, sir.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yeah, no, actually, I fucking hate chiropractors. They actually make it worse than better.
You hate chiropractors?
I hate them. I've been to a fair few of them, and they actually, messed me up for a good couple of years.
Maybe you went to the wrong one.
I went to different ones. I'd rather just get stabbed with thousands of needles than go back to a chiropractor. You're into the acupuncture. Yeah. Story time. I've been to lots of acupuncture before, and he even did the cupping therapy on me, right? To the point where just a giant bruise. And my sister used to joke saying that it looked like I had sex with an octopus, like some hentai thing. It was the wildest shit because I was just covered, my back was just purple. So yeah. Shout out to my sister. Thanks.
Shout out to Sister Blabs. Let's go. Who knows all the things about octopus
I don't
sex.
watch that, and I don't partake in the hentai. Thank you.
No, I'm saying your sister does.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought of these things. You should ask her.
Really weird. Just saying.
Weird. I agree.
I know she's watching right now, Sister Blabs.
I don't know if she is. Sometimes she is. Sometimes she isn't. She lurks in the corner.
Well, I'll tell you what. Someone who is lurking in the corner at all times, who definitely knows all the things about hentai and octopus sex. Everyone,
Optimus
please welcome
Prime.
the show. It's Leaflet. Hello, Leaf.
Hi. Yeah, chiropractors are scary. It depends which one you get,
That's the gamble, though, isn't it? You could get
because the place I go to, right? It's there's two of them, and one of them is an overweight woman, and the other is a man. So if you get the man, he has a lot of control, right? Because he's really strong and he controls it. But when it's the overweight woman, she just jumps on top of you and uses her entire body weight because she doesn't have the strength to do it, right? So she's and then you're laying there, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going to go do the thing now," and I'm like, "Oh God," right? And then you could just feel her jumping, and I'm just like, "Oh my God." I was like, please, I want to live. Let me live. And so I pray it's the dude, please.
I love the idea that it's you got the guy chiropractor, and it's just a tag match in wrestling where he's putting his hand back and she tags in and she's like,
I just picture her just going boom, Just jumping on you.
That's literally what she does. Like she puts like her elbow right like on you, and instead of like because like what the dude will do is he'll put the elbow on you, and then he'll just like slowly put pressure, right? What the woman does is she puts the elbow on you and she starts bouncing, and you're like, what are you doing? And then she jumps, and then like boom, and I'm like, oh my god.
I think I have video of this. Hold on, let's check it out.
You're like that, like that. Oh god.
All right, stand for a deep breath in for me. And let it go. Here we go. Yeah, good. Ooh.
All right, Mrs. Wilkins, just relax. and let it go. You okay?
Poked out like a turtle. Posture's a mess, son.
Posture's a
A
mess.
little bit of pressure with this keg to open up the mid back. Deep breath in for me.
Okay.
And out.
What is this?
And relax. Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Wow! Look at the chairs stayed alive. That's great.
Leaf, that's your chiropractic experience, huh?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I don't know if our newest guest is actually a big fan of the chiropractor, but I do know that she is an elf and a vampire, or not an elf vampire. I just know that her name is Eva. Eva, hello. Welcome to Side Scrollers.
Hi. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Good. So what did I get wrong there? I know I got something wrong there.
No, you got everything. You got everything. I am.
Oh.
Look, at least you didn't call me a Keebler. That's what all my chat calls me. They call me a Keebler. Oh, the ones that make the cookies.
Yeah.
From television. Yeah, no, that's what my chat calls me, and it pisses me off.
Well, listen, I understand that, but I think the natural question.
A cookie is a slur?
Keebler? No,
Yeah, they
Keebler.
make Harry Potter butterbeer cookies now. Keebler.
They do black.
Do they
It
actually?
always comes back to Harry Potter.
I like food.
I know you do. I know. But the real question is, although it is a slur to you, Keebler elf, right? I understand that, right? Which I will not call you that today, but I do think it's important that we address the elephant in the room and wonder what your top Keebler elf cookie is, so we can just get it out of the way.
Okay, you know what? That is fair. I like the ones with. Oh God, I think they're called fudge round. It's a cookie with the backside is fudge, and then it has like fudge drizzled on the top.
The stripes?
Yeah,
The
that's
stripes
right.
on it? Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
classic.
that's my favorite one.
Okay. Chat, what about you? Let us know. Someone who is a big fan of chocolate on his back, please welcome Phoenix to the show. Hello, Phoenix.
Sometimes vanilla, mostly vanilla. How you doing, Craig?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. This is weird. It's weird that he tells me these things. He's like, man, I love chocolate on my back.
Yeah, I think he just offers the information.
It's awkward. Going to be a good show today. Very good show. We have a lot to talk about, including probably, I'll tell you this. I have had this day circled tomorrow, at least, on my calendar, really since 2020. I am very excited to see what happens tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the Anthony Fauci hearing today, but more or less everything that has led up to that today. Just a little recap. Just a little recap for everybody on some of the insanity that's happened there, as well as the diary that apparently is a thing now. And I'll tell you, if it is true, it is probably one of the most disgusting, evil things I've probably ever seen or read. Also on the run sheet today, I see a thing that just says Weiner cake. Blabs.
Well, we didn't get to it yesterday. That's all.
Okay, so we got to hit the Weiner cake. Sounds good.
Yeah. Just like you do every Sunday, don't you, Craig?
Listen, every Sunday and Wednesday, Blabs.
Sorry, my bad. So stay tuned with Arch tomorrow then.
Phoenix saw the biggest movie of the year last night, which I'm very excited to hear your review of this movie, The Odyssey. Should be wonderful. And we got a little AI talk from our two lovely guests today. So,
really?
That's the rumor.
You guys discussed it in Discord
yesterday. That one. Oh, okay.
Just woke up. Give her a second, chat.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And we also got some Halo fun as well, as Halo has been released, and people are pointing out all the fun of that. I know she was very excited about that. So
sent it over with an Eva.
Lots to get to today. So if you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 150,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 51,000 who have found us over at Rumble. We're live over on Kick. Hello, Kick. We're also live over on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. And you can find us delivered directly to your pockets every single day via the miracle that is Spotify as we continue to grow a little bit more every day. We've been doing some experimenting on the channel in case you guys haven't seen. I've been doing a little more reactionary content on the main channel and the Side Scrollers Bitch channel. Yesterday, I uploaded our traditional clips that we have over there, and those have done very well. So I think what may happen, I don't know, I don't want to say this for sure, but what may happen is we'll continue to do the reactionary stuff over here, and the clips will be over on the Bits channel. So we will see. But we're just doing some testing right now, just a heads up on all that stuff. So also, fun things we have going on. Coming up on Friday, tickets to our first ever event in Las Vegas. I'm talking about Side Scrollers Presents Sin City. Opening up on Friday for all of our Side Scrollers Plus members. If you haven't seen it yet, my God, it's going to be a great event. Looking forward to that. You can see myself, Blabs Phoenix, Arch coming all the way from the other side of the world, Jake coming from the other side of the world, and Tectone coming from San Antonio to Las Vegas. This is going to be a one-night only event. Few hours of fun. The tickets go on sale on Friday for Side Scrollers Plus members and Monday for everybody else. So make sure you guys be ready to go for, it's a very limited edition event, only 200 tickets available. And Jake's audience has said they're going to buy the most. That is what Jake said. So we'll see how that goes. So I don't know.
I've loved watching the evolution of this event from starting off to just Arch like, oh, I'm going to be in the area. This is the worst accent ever, by the way.
He's Irish
it's coming out of my mouth. Yeah. I'm going to be coming into the area. You want to grab a sandwich? And we went, yes. And then also take you to Las Vegas and also invite Tectone and Jake Monroe. That evolution was phenomenal to watch. A lot of fun.
Hey, Phoenix, sometimes you just got to do things.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Life will make it happen.
That's right. Or we'll film or it could fail miserably. Who knows? It's only a $15,000 investment. What are we doing here? We're just paying money to do things, whatever. But either way, this should be a super fun event, and we look forward to seeing everybody out there in Las Vegas for this truly once in a lifetime memorable event. We're looking forward.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. All right, so we got all that. We have no Montez, or we do have a Montez goal today, but no showdown today. So we're going to give that a little. Phoenix, is your PC okay?
So far, so good. I'm on it. So if anyone changes their mind, in theory, I could make that happen.
Okay, sounds good. But we do have our Montez goal. We're going 50 supers of any value. Doesn't matter. We're ready to roll, but we appreciate any and all support, no matter if you're just tuning in or saying hi or hitting the thumbs up button. Freedom Fries started off in a major way with $50 freaking dollars. Says, sup, everyone.
Wow.
Here, take this for the collection plate, Padre. Also, frolic if you please. Freedom Fries, there's your frolic.
Wait, does Eva have one?
Not yet. I don't have a frolic one. Sorry.
Eva, send me a.
What AI model I will send you all my references. I finally got an artist who doesn't care about AI, and they made me reference sheets for like 5 different outfits and everything. And I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect. And they said you can plug it into AI, and I'm like, this is what artists should be. Thank you so much. Shout out to Cerberus.
Awesome.
Can I just say that your voice is adorable? Can we just stop the show? Like, this is the most adorable voice ever. Is it just me?
I don't have a blushing emote, but I would blush
love
if
it.
I could.
I feel like, just like June the dog loves to be rubbed on her belly, I feel like that's kind of what you want to do right now with Eva right here.
I can't. Kim, let me color correct. My whole face is red now.
Very much looking forward to this. All right.
We'll set this up for you.
Love it. Skylers came in with $19.99. Says we found out Leaflet's best pickup line is, it's time to duel. Her clanker confirmed it in real time. What's up with this, Leaf?
I was like talking to a AI yesterday, and I was asking it for tips on how to hit on girls in Japan. And I asked it like, okay, so next I asked them what their favorite hentai is, right? And then the AI was like, no, don't do that. And I was like, okay, here's my other technique. All right, we're eating dinner at a restaurant, and it's a really romantic moment, and then I say, "Is it time to duel?" And then the AI was like, "No, maybe don't do that."
So the machine learning said, "Don't do pickup lines like that."
Yeah, it said probably not a good idea.
You know what? It's just a clanker. It doesn't know.
I'll say this. I think there's something to that. I think if let's just say hypothetically, Leaflet, you walked up to somebody in real life and you said, "Is it time to duel?" And you kind of raised your eyebrow a little bit like that. I think that probably 80% of guys will be like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Oh, yeah, it worked for dudes. It worked for dudes, but that's why I had to sim it like for like a dude saying it to a girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably much lower than 80%. I would say probably close to 5%. It may work.
5%. But if it's Pokemon, then it jumps up to like 60.
Yeah, if you're playing Pokemon Go or right. If you're at a convention. Voltan came in with 10, says, "Oh, at least she isn't a gnome." Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. I'm offended for you, honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mercenary says, "Just be glad I don't call you that. I call you the elf lawyer. Yeah, those butt rounds are good. Also, Word looks like the TRO judge on the Reckless Ben cases coming out." Mercenary, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with what you're referencing there.
Mercenary is one of my chatters. They know that I have a background in law. I did reading of the law to obtain my license as an attorney and pass the bar in California. It's one of 4 states that you can do that. And I did family law for a little bit. So a lot of my content represents that. I will say, Mercenary, we are on their podcast, not mine. So keep it relevant to the podcast.
No, Mercenary is huge in our chat as well.
Oh, is he always here, huh?
With that said, when you were practicing law and you approached the judge, at any point do they respond like Phoenix did and be like, "I'm sorry, did you? Your voice is so cute."
So like, the judge never did that. Opposing counsel has done that a few times, and I have had many times where it was commented on by like people in the audience and stuff like that. People who like will see me in the court and then hey, I just gotta say it was amazing hearing like a 15-year-old argue in front of a judge very articulately.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I'm not 15. Leave me alone.
Well, Blabs is a 12-year-old boy, so you can relate. This is good.
Yeah.
Atari says Eva is on the run from Santa, so chat just tries to help her by calling her Keebler Alpha. That's nice.
Yeah, but you just ruined it because now Santa knows my location now. I have 6 months to disappear.
Do you have a Santa outfit or an elf outfit? Like clearly, you got to have some sort.
I have one in the works.
Okay.
That was a completed chat goal. I have to make one.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. Verbose says, my brother got hit in the head with a 12-pound nail gun. He started having full-body seizures. Over a year, couldn't fix it. Went to a chiropractor that specialized in Atlas adjustments and instantly stopped the convulsions.
I mean, there you go. There's your case study.
That's right. Hey, love that, Verbose. Congratulations to your brother for the neck crack, and I'm glad that it all worked out right there. Love me some chiropractors. Skylar came back, says, we read that just a second ago, but thank you very much. And the Paladin came in with $20, says, did Leaflet see the pop band performance Dawn P. Bongwater made of her Juju, Powder, Smuggalana, and Celestium? Truly is art. Look at Leaf like, what?
I haven't seen this. No, what is this?
No, must have just been made. I know Dong P. Bongwater. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that Dong P. Bongwater is a pretty cool guy. Like that. I agree. It's good. We also have Phoenix says they should have just animated Epic the musical instead of making the Odyssey. Would have been several times better. Thank you, Finrer. I said Phoenix. Finrer. I butchered that. Emerald came in with 5. Says if you're familiar with how the demons are portrayed in Friedren, I see Fauci as one of them, including Zoran Mondami, and the rest of his cronies.
We need the scales. The scales. Yeah, Leaf knows with Freerin.
Freerin reference.
Yeah.
Marmalin says, Goth Girl Spit is available as an energy drink. Phoenix, you Easter Bunny bitch, get it. What? Sorry, I have not slept long day, but it was a good one. Much love all. Marmalin.
Yeah, you remember Goth Girl energy drink, Craig?
Yeah,
or do you not remember that?
Yeah, they were selling it, and it was sold out like instantaneously almost by Echelon or whatever.
Goth Girl Spit?
Maybe you weren't here. Yeah. There's like a new energy drink.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
like
called Goth Girl
Echelon or
Spit.
something like that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's all the rage.
Nameless World says, I will point this towards Phoenix. He wants our side to make games. Matt Christensen is having a game made for the Game Boy made by Soren Games. I have not been paid for this advertisement.
Sweet. We should look into that.
I love that, except for the fact that it's made for the Game Boy, which nobody cares
Yeah,
about.
it's like a little antiquated, isn't it?
Right. I'm with you on that. All right, we'll get to the rest of your super chats, recommendations, rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We appreciate you guys popping in. We have a lot to get to today, so let's put our head down and get to it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
My God, when we promise a wiener cake, we're going to deliver on a wiener cake here. As Blabs was very excited to talk about this, and why I just don't know. But Oscar Mayer is celebrating the Wienermobile's 90th anniversary with a limited edition hot dog wrapped wiener cake. Everyone know the hot dog Wienermobile? Everyone seen this before?
They still have that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. I love it.
It just activated like a core memory. I remember seeing this thing when I was like 4 years old.
Allow me to activate another core memory for you. I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. Anybody? Phoenix, I bet you know the song. You probably sing it to help you go to sleep. No.
I don't, but as soon as I hear it, I'm sure it will lull me to sleep.
You've never heard this song before?
I know I have. I don't remember. I 100% heard it. I don't remember the next lyric.
Well, there it is. There's the hot dog cake, which is more just, I don't know, kind of a bunch of hot dogs wrapped in some sort of thing. But this just brings up a really very important question for everybody. Yeah, obviously. I'm sorry. Yes, Phoenix.
Actually, I have something. So the lyrics are, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That's what I truly like to be. Because if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. Is that the real lyrics?
Yeah,
Yes, that's the whole lyric. Yeah.
You've never heard that before?
Everyone would be in love with me if I was a hot dog.
Several of the ads will have it'll have kids singing the song.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay, this brings up a really important question. And while I do love the little Kate topper here, which is very nice, I have a very important question, which I feel is probably the most important question.
Do you consider that actual cake?
No, because it's not real cake. It's just hot dogs with a bun.
Well, no, look, because there's like a frosting layer behind the hot dog sandwiches.
Behind it, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. But the real important question is, how do you like your hot dog? And we've talked I'm not talking about the toppings. No. But they're already pre-cooked, Blabs. The hot dogs are already they've already been heated through. So when you put it on the grill, do you just like the grill marks, or do you like it all the way toasty mosty with the black char on the outside? How do you like your dog?
So here's what you do. And I only just started doing this. You have to coat the hot dog in a thin, super thin layer of oil, like get a paintbrush almost, and then just lightly put it in the air fryer.
What kind of
100 degrees for about 4 minutes.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's way better than you would think.
No.
Other than that, it have to be a New York style steamed hot dog.
Okay, Eva, I knew I was going to like you because I am I'm a big advocate for the air fryer. I think the air fryer is the greatest.
Phoenix is in love with his air fryer.
Oh
it's
yeah,
the best, right,
I learned how to make
I call it the
frozen
magic
burgers.
box. Yes.
The frozen patties. I made them. My dad will not have burgers made for me any other way than the air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so we're on a roll here. So you're saying you you dip them in oil, or you just brush them with oil?
You don't dip them. You brush them lightly with oil. It allows it to what's it called? Create a. It's like a crust or whatever you call it. You get a little bit of crispiness when you have the oil. If you don't add the oil, what's going to happen is your hot dogs are going to bubble up.
It's for heat transfer.
And you don't want that.
The oil transfers the heat from the air better, and then it doesn't steam it, because if it's water, it'll steam.
Okay.
Okay, but like this... no, serious question. What oil are you using? Like olive oil, peanut oil? What are we doing?
I just use normal vegetable oil.
Okay.
For it, yeah.
This is important conversation. This is why people come.
It looks like you're taking notes.
Basis. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm thinking about right now, and I appreciate you doing this, is actually going to get a hot dog out and getting this going in the magic box right now, so we can have it here in about 5 to 6 minutes, because we can make things happen on side scrollers. I can make this happen right now, right? I think maybe I will. Maybe as we get a little bit closer to lunchtime, maybe towards the tail end of the show, we will explore the wiener preparation. Just saying.
I just like them boiled.
Boiled hot dog?
Yeah, boiled is pretty good too. I guess, but
the classic.
It's a safe bet.
That's weird to me. Like I understand a lot of people eat like it, but once you have a hot dog on a grill or I guess air fryer,
they're both good. It just depends how I want it, right? I just find that boiled removes a little bit of the salt when it's too salty, and I eat it anyway with rice and eggs. So.
Oh, okay. You do the Asian prep.
It's like a Hawaiian breakfast sort of a style. Yeah, that's my favorite way to eat hot dog.
Leaflet, you into Spam?
Yeah, I love Spam, actually. That one you have to grill, though. You can't boil that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is, like I said, does anybody like the ultra crispy, super done, like almost charred to a crisp dog?
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's hard to go wrong with a hot dog. I mean, for me at least, I am resident simple. I'm resident simpleton when it comes to food, so you should never listen to me. But for me, I've very, very rarely I've had a bad hot dog. However, it's prepared.
How about the octopus hot dogs?
Every week?
I'm sorry?
Do you take hot dogs every week?
Up the old keister. Yes, absolutely. 100%. That's the only way to eat them, right? Have I been doing this wrong, Blabs?
Can't answer that one.
Okay.
Yeah, but octopus hot dogs, that's the best way to make them.
That's wild.
You make them into little octopuses. Like you cut it.
Yeah. What are the octopus balls called again? Not actual octopus balls, but they're like little balls of octopus inside, and it's like fried around it.
Oh, you're talking about no, not calamari.
Tapenaki.
Yeah, those are good.
No. You take the hot dog, okay, and then you cut the bottom, like slits to the bottom. I know an octopus is 8, but you do 6 is optimal, and then you stab little eyes into it and a little face. And then you steam it, and it like turns into a little octopus.
So like you stare at it?
The little cuts will actually curl up, and it'll make them look like little octopus legs.
So that's kind of terrifying.
No, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. I love that. I love everything about that. That's the great. I'm sure that is on YouTube somewhere. I need to find it. Yes, hot dog octopus. I found her already. My God, this is the cutest thing in the world.
It's a very common, cute, like little dish to make.
Look at this, Blabs. You can't tell me this isn't the cutest little thing in the world. Look at these little wieners. Look at that.
I made this for my mom before when she used to go to work.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah, look at that little. Did you see the little happy face on it, Blabs? Look at the little happy face up here.
I was thinking more of like the actual real octopus. I'm like, why would you want to look at something staring at you and eat it?
Listen, this is why people come to our show. They love hot dog talk.
You're welcome for the wiener cakes.
Hot dog tech.
You know what they also love?
There's a new hot dog recipe I just saw. I want to try.
Oh, do tell. I'm sorry. I can talk about fried chicken. But
you skewer the hot dog, and then you cut it to the skewer in a spiral. You lay it out and you spread it out to where it's across the stick, and then you put like a biscuit or like dough in between the spiral. You put it in the oven, and it's like an edited pig in a blanket on a skewer. It looks really good.
I've seen the spiraled hot dog that ultimately a lot of people fry the spiraled hot dog. It's but That's interesting. I like this. I like. Listen, maybe whenever y'all are on together, we just have an entire segment about hot dog preparation every single time.
Oh my god!
I think this is important. Let's also talk fried chicken. As I'll tell you this, very excited to see Leaflet's reaction to the potential KFC crossover about that crazy horse game with the horse girls.
Umamusume, yeah, that Umamusume. My god.
Umamusume. Yes, it looks like there's a potential tease coming for a collab featuring the 8 horse girls. I don't know what I'm saying here, but Gold Ship, Stay Gold, Lucky Lilac, Manhattan Cafe, Dance Flame, and those right there. Buena Vista and Red Desire. And Agnes, well, how do you say this? Tachyon?
Tachyon.
Yeah, that's
the goat.
So would you go buy KFC because of the horse girls? Leaf?
Yes. Actually, you know what? You know what they have at KFC? Did you know they have chicken fried steak on Wednesdays?
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's only $5.
I might actually go to KFC again.
Yeah, it's $5.
Holy
it comes
crap.
with like the mashed potatoes and the gravy, with the cream gravy, like the sausage cream gravy.
Oh.
And I think it comes with like one more side, and it's only like $5.
Well, I feel like I need to not do this show right now and go to KFC.
You just watched him run away.
Today's
I'll be back.
Tuesday. He said it's on Wednesday?
That's Wednesday.
Okay. You mean I got to wait a whole 24 hours before this, Leaf? That's kind of upset me a little bit right there. But I had no idea. And it is good that they're serving it with the white gravy instead of the brown gravy. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Only on Wednesday though. Only on Wednesday. They don't have it any other day.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Well, listen, that concludes food talk. But I do want to follow up with one more example of. This is actually, I think I have actual footage of Leaflet at the chiropractor here.
All right, you're going to feel a small pressure on your back.
Oh God! Oh! Oh!
Jeez!
Is that a fucking cinder block?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It would have been better if the AI had actually smashed the cinder block over the lady's head.
Yeah. That just looks harmful and mean, if I'm being totally honest with you. And I feel sorry for that AI granny. But I do think that it would have been better if it was, if it smashed in a major way. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this other story about this WB merger they've been talking about for a while, and how Hollywood is all of a sudden coming out against it. But before we do, let's get a couple of these supers real quick, Blabs, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep, okay. Scroll at the top. I can clear that one out. Charles for 5 says, Blabs missed one of my super chats yesterday. It's okay, though. She made us suffer through her playing Skyrim, made up for it, though. Thanks, Blabs. Okay, one, I'm very sorry if I missed anything. I'm very sorry. This is never on purpose. Very, very sorry about that. And thank you for struggling along with Skyrim with me.
Okay, have you just started?
It's my first time ever playing Skyrim, ever. I have
okay. Gotta ask your race and what you're doing playstyle so far. Understand, Evil was originally made as a Skyrim character.
So I'm a human female, and Lydia's my bitch. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
And I have a horse named Ford, but I accidentally killed him last night. So.
Oh no.
Sometimes that happens. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll get a new one. I'll name him like Bronco. Anyway, Chaos for 5 says, oh, hey, it's the Runt. Eva is the longest sibling of Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Also, shrimp. LOL. I had shrimp for dinner last night. It was really good. Shrimp on the grill.
Me too. I had shrimp too.
I get them imported from like Louisiana. God, they're good.
Ooh, those are good, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did you have octopus hot dogs? Because I can't stop looking at these things. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that lady and her octopus hot dogs. I'm sorry, Blabs. Yeah, continue.
You mean
Mercy?
Sorry.
Mercy for 1 says, I'm everywhere elf lawyer. I'm like a freaking computer virus. This is true. I wouldn't even be an AI intelligence construct to take over the world like a too lazy Fauci Kumo from Ghost in the Shell.
You know, it's true, Mercenary. I have seen you in, let's see here, off the top of my head, 6 or 7 different streams I pop into regularly. He's there doing super chats. This guy's like the supporter of the internet.
Yeah,
is it okay, guys? I sent it to you. ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it after these supers. JP for 5 says, "What up, nerds? Hey, Eva and Leaflet. Hi." The professor says Eva isn't just a family lawyer, but a magical lawyer too. She does have the law book of magic to prove it. Fun fact: when I was a kid, lawyer and layer messed me up.
Yeah,
the W.
Yeah, that's a common one.
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick. Was that part of the super chat, or was that just you, Blabs?
I just wanted to add on to it.
Thank you.
Anyway, Winterfell for a member for 20 months says, I am 37 years old and have been lucky enough to see the Wienermobile multiple times across the country. It's iconic. #America. All right, thank you. Right for 10. Oh my God, you guys are blowing up the Discord. If y'all haven't seen it, there's a race they did with a bunch of wiener cars and the announcers had fun with it. A young Stover Fight says, here in Rhode Island, we do hot wieners. Veal and pork blend, smaller than a dog, topped with meat sauce, mustard, chopped onion, and celery salt. All right. Getty says, I just saw one of the Wienermobiles at the Ford Museum in Dearborn last year. The museum was great, but the town was scratchy. Oh, sketchy? I mean, maybe even sketchy.
Sketchy.
Montez, thank you very much. Commodore for 3 says, Mahong, y'all. Craig, you need to show these ladies the Wienermobile race from earlier this year that took place at the Indy Motor Speedway. It's called the Weenie 500.
There's no
You're looking
way.
at it, baby.
What am I looking at right now?
That's awesome.
Holy crap.
That's
I love it.
spectacular.
I love it. Cheese dog, slaw dog, Seattle dog, chili dog, corn dog, New York dog.
You have to anticipate. You got to get your weenie to the inside faster than they.
Whoa! Relax, Fox.
You just said that.
We should do an entire reaction to the weenie dog race on Fox.
I swear, you need to get a clip where it's quite literally just him going, you need to get your weenie on the inside.
Let's this part is the most replayed, but go ahead, Blabs. We'll get to that in just a second. Go ahead, Blabs.
Right. Momlin for 20 says Phoenix watches Odyssey, then we talk Wiener Cake immediately off rip. Phoenix's grandma quote is evergreen at this point. Elf Pie is adorable sounding, subbed immediately. I now want an air fryer. You leave Phoenix alone. His grandmother was wrong. Anyway, Paul for 2. Fun fact, look, you killed him. Fun fact, there are 6 Wienermobiles and you can see them race at the Indianapolis Speedway on YouTube.
I love how much everybody knows about the Wienermobile
This is what
race.
we need to talk about more. Just the most random shit. Everyone loves this. Fenrir for 2 says, do it. Put the weenie in the air fryer. Just not your real one, please. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
We'll never know what Craig just said. Anyway, Commodore 3 says, Craig, we also need a Side Scrolls hot dog eating contest stream with the winner getting some kind of trophy or prize. You're muted, Craig. Dave for 5 says, make enough dogs for the panel, Craig. I'll let you know when you're back. Hyena for 5 says, that is he?
Mm-hmm. Should be.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Anyway, Hyena for 5 says, best Hawaiian pizza, Hawaiian-style barbecue sauce, cheese, pulled pork, pork belly, and spam. Ooh, I could go for pulled pork sandwich from Buc-ee's. So good. Anyway, it's fine.
Someone could just take that slurp and clip that out, please. I'd really
Why? Why?
That
Why
would be
are you
really
so
good.
weird?
You know what? You just made me crave pulled pork so much. I have some pork I'm going to put in the crock pot.
Yes! I had a roommate. She was French, so she mispronounced crock pot and kept calling it crack pot. I'm gonna go put it in the crack pot. I'm like, that's not what that means. Anyway, Raptor for 2 says, my dog Craig, hail the Santa runaway duo. Why is the gong there? That's not my story. That's my roommate's story. Well, actually, roommate, yeah.
You wanted to tell.
Well, anytime everyone says crock pot, I think of that. I'm like, oh, sweet summer child. Anyway, Does a Judo for 2 says, place I've mentioned here before, does craft beer and hot dogs. A good one is peanut butter and bacon. Interesting.
I love how
the Elvis sandwich, isn't it? The bacon, the peanut butter. Yeah.
I love how passionate everybody is about hot dogs. I knew that would be the case. I just felt it, and I'm glad I followed my gut here. It's good.
Verbose for 10 says, welcome to Side Scores non-cookie identifying elf. I'll have to check out your channel. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Good early morning, Leaf. HR is based as usual. Thank you. Craig, glad that you're headed on straight.
We do not have HR.
I am the HR. Shut up. Leafy, we made a talk about it. It's
Phoenix's birthday?
Yes.
Yes, it's Phoenix's
birthday.
birthday.
Okay, so this is something that I do for all the people that I know.
Oh.
You have to tell me your favorite Disney song, because I will produce a cover for you.
You Got a Friend in Me is my favorite Disney song.
Oh, that one's a great one. Randy Newman. I will do my best.
Is there
Thank
some
you.
innuendo in there?
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
And thank you, Blabs. We'll read the rest of your Super Chats, Recommendations, Rumble Rants as we continue on the duration of the show. Already halfway to our Montez goal today. Thank you guys very much for your support. Hey, did you guys hear Hollywood Stupid? Did you hear that? Just curious if you guys heard that or not. But, it's like the actors have really hypocritical stances and stuff. So let's talk about it. As this whole merger around the Warner Brothers Paramount thing that's coming together, it's like an $11 quadrillion merger going on. It's big, super big business. Well, several actors, including Benedict Cumberbatch, who has the most pretentious name in the world, Benedict Wong, and Alan Cumming, have written an op-ed together asking for the UK government to block the Warner Brothers Paramount merger. They said a TV and cinema calamity could be disastrous for what you watch and what you know. Act now to stop that. And here it is, right here, a giant. You can see it right here. They're stupid faces, and they're claiming that this would be a horrible, horrible thing if this happened. Which
I'm wondering.
Yes.
One, WB and Paramount are both American companies, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so why are English citizens compelling the English government to take action against American companies?
It's a really good question. I wish I could.
That pisses me off.
Isn't Benedict Wong American? So at least two of those are British.
Okay.
Two of those
Well,
are
I'll
British.
tell you this:
Okay.
his name is Benedict, and I don't trust any man that's named Benedict at all. So
No, look, my inner Irish is coming out. I'm gonna start singing Irish rebel songs in a second.
Mhm.
England
Oh,
always
he
trying
is
to overstep
Okay, so all three of them are English.
Yeah,
all right.
Alan Cumming definitely
Yeah, I knew all three
No,
were
no,
English.
I knew.
Well, he's Scottish.
Yeah, so they're all from the UK. So your point is valid.
All right. So in this article, the key points that they raised together is that the deal would load the combined company with the estimated $84 billion in debt, prompting promised, quote, synergies or job cuts, fewer productions, less risk taking. That's what they're saying, right? Past consolidations already led to thousands of layoffs and shelved projects. Well, it's because there will be redundancy, as you see here. It's going to happen, right? And yes, people will lose their job because of it. They also argue from a UK perspective, Labs, that the UK film and TV support generated $6.8 billion in production spend recently and added roughly $12 billion annually to the economy. Consolidation has already reduced independent film acquisitions and makes it harder for challenging documentaries to get distribution right here. So they're saying this is going to help the small indie voices. It's going to hurt.
It's all full of shit. All of it.
Here is the biggest one. That they say the Paramount CEO has reportedly promised, quote, sweeping changes to CNN in discussions involving Donald Trump, raising editorial independence concerns that a British culture secretary should scrutinize. So they're saying that the Orange Man is chiming in and is going to ruin entertainment and ultimately change.
Look, the Orange Man has more. He has more reason to chime in than a bunch of people from across the pond. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, no, you're right. And this really comes down to the message, the propaganda, the CNN aspect of it. That's really the big aspect that people are kind of pointing out, including Spencer Pratt, who one time LA mayoral candidate has pointed out something very interesting. That he says, isn't it odd that all these activists made wealthy by Disney and Marvel merger never had shit to say about any other merger ever? Disney, Fox, Amazon, MGM, or even Netflix, WB before Paramount mogged their bid? They're only against Paramount suddenly. What's the difference here?
I've been saying that since like day one, when all of a sudden Paramount outbid Netflix, and all the actors started reading and all that. But like 2 seconds before that, no one was saying shit about the whole Netflix acquisition. In fact, Netflix even put like the whole combination. They put like Harry Potter next to Stranger Things on their Netflix boards and everything. It was like very, very like presumptuous, I guess, of them. And now like they were all quiet, no one talking. But now, oh no, Paramount, no, big bad. It's like,
oh shit. I think I just realized what's happening. And why only 3, English actors came out like this. Paramount and WB, if they merge, what's going to happen is those royalties are going to be combined into a single movie catalog. That means they will not get paid as much for it because they're not being paid from 2 separate companies. Their royalties for the movies they've been a part of, they're only being paid by one.
Interesting
I guarantee
theory.
you that's why they're doing it.
Possible, but what if they also raise the royalties? Because, you were getting paid for this, we're going to combine both.
There's no way it's going to be.
I feel
They're
like
going to have
they're
more
only
leverage.
saying something because it doesn't include that. If the deal included that, they wouldn't
Give
have
me
a problem.
money, please.
They
Yeah,
have
it's
more
like literally
leverage.
money, please.
They have more leverage if they have less competition. If they don't have the 2 catalogs
Yep.
competing against each other, there's less competition, which means that they have more ability to tell them that this is the rate. Too bad.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
This ultimately comes down to what you said, Blabs. Money, please. And all this idea of it's going to mess with distribution. No. Here's the reality of it. You can distribute anything however you want now. There's this thing called YouTube, and there's this thing called Rumble. There's this thing called Spotify. You can put it anywhere you want on the internet. It's just a matter of if you're going to get paid to do that. And if your product is good enough, then ultimately you will make money doing that with that product. So, the idea of distribution to me, we live in a different world now than we did 20 years ago. The ability to distribute your stuff can be done instantaneously. You can finish it, export it, put it online as fast as you can possibly make it. It's just a matter of does it hit the intended audience, and you promote it differently, right? Think about this, right? Let's just say hypothetically we were to release a movie, and let's just say hypothetically we were to release it on YouTube, right? We can charge it, we can make it a member-only exclusive. We say, hey, you become a member, and it will be an exclusive thing. It's the same format. It's just a different distribution method, right? Instead of buying a ticket, you're buying a membership to a platform. I don't buy the idea of distribution is probably the worst of their examples there. I don't know. Phoenix, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
That
Do you have any
argument
thoughts
is the
on it?
last gasp of the music and film industry. Oh my God, my distribution. Sorry, distribution is at an all-time high, and we don't need these companies to do it anymore.
Right. All right. I think we all are in agreement to that. In agreement. It's not even a fucking word. In agreement with that. But I do want to, you mentioned something about any sort of making money off of your previous films. This ties in nicely to our next little tidbit here. As the resident Lord of the Rings expert on our show, I thought Blabs bringing this up would be a really good opportunity to bring up the idea that Sean Astin said he was paid so little for the trilogy of Lord of the Rings that he had to sell his house. Says he was paid $250,000 for all 3 films, and says he received no film residuals from this.
Don't care.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't care.
I 100%
One option
agree.
is to not take the job. Whoops,
Yes.
there wasn't a career prior. So
One,
what are you going to
yeah,
do? Shit out
one,
of
don't
luck.
take
It was
a job,
very, very
or
small
2,
career
live within your
prior.
means. I'm sorry, $250,000 for all 3 films. If I budget that right, that's gonna last me years, years upon years upon years.
He also got a career
It's not
afterwards.
the only fucking film he's done, right? He's getting paid from other things.
He did Rudy, Goonies, Stranger Things. He's voice acting. Was he in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I think they said.
Yeah.
No, that should have.
Yeah,
That was the other guy. That was Corey Haim,
No.
correct? Corey Feldman, rather.
Sean Astin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Really?
I don't know.
Was
I'll
that
say
his
this.
first thing? Like his first major thing? Was it?
No.
Like
His first big.
Goonies and before that, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Goonies.
huh.
Rudy was a really big one for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
That was 90s.
Quick
Oh
side
yeah,
note.
he's on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's some
What?
freaking special agent. Also, he's in Justice League. He's in. Yeah, no. This guy's doing more than fine.
Well, I'm glad
I
you
don't
brought
know.
that up.
It's just like there's like a confusion with the TMNT. Some websites are saying he was in it, but some are saying no. So
It was Corey Feldman. I mean, if we're talking about the movie, it was Corey
It's
Feldman. He was
Corey, yeah.
Leonardo.
and then he
Okay.
was in 51st Dates with
Or-
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. He's had a lot of bit roles. But what's interesting about him, he had to sell his house. Let's play the game, Phoenix. What do you think Sean Astin's net worth is? Blabs.
Now, at least $1 million.
$1 million net worth. Okay.
At least.
Leaf?
$2
million. All right, let's go to you, Phoenix.
16 million.
$16 million. And Eva?
I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna say he's worth around 8 million.
Eva is hitting it on the head. Sean Astin is worth $8 million, which means the question I have is how big is his freaking house?
What the?
It might have been a house right after Lord of the Rings and not like so recent, if that makes sense.
Maybe, but he's done pretty well for himself.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely. I have no sympathy.
I just don't think, like, things that you can't account for in your payment. Did Lord of the Rings lead to other jobs? Yes. Did, like, there's other residual effects from being a part of something like Lord of the Rings.
Money's not the only, what's the word? The only
monetary
currency
value.
in a way. Yeah. It's not the only value. Yeah, exactly.
But like, if this was a friend of yours, how much would you give a shit? All right, so I worked at Facebook. Guess how much I made? I made $250,000, and that was so shitty that I had to sell my house. You're like, that's cool. I don't give a shit. Please talk about something else. Don't care.
Yeah, and Bill Gates started his freaking company in their garage or whatever the fuck. I don't care how you started out and what you had to do, your struggle, because look at where you are now.
I made $30,000 the first decade that I worked on the internet, right? Like, so don't tell me about don't tell me about the grind. I am the picture of the grind. All right. You were in Lord of the Rings, dog. So I don't want to hear about it.
If you removed him from Lord of the Rings would still be Lord of the Rings. Like you were not the foundational
it's not like
aspect
he's
of that
a
film.
core. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Even as Frodo is Frodo's best friend, I think he plays.
Yeah, Samwise Gamgee, which is actually
even as Samwise was like, nah, it's all right, I guess. But he could not be there, and it still would be more or less the same film.
The way you word that is like, listen, it may come as a surprise with the success of Lord of the Rings that I made only like $250,000, which seems small compared. However, my experience on Lord of the Rings and the connection we've had with fans and how it's considered one of the greatest franchises of all time has been immeasurably impactful for me. That's how you answer that. Because by saying it that way comes across as you're just kind of an ungrateful asshole.
We're all against him now because of how he said it.
Right.
I almost like agree with him. Like $250,000 for all the films that he did back then, probably a little on the low end. Okay, but you said it in such a pretentious asshole way. I don't have any sympathy or empathy for you remaining.
Right. You mean you only got paid $250,000 to spend a ton of time in New Zealand and be on a movie set, and all your food was paid for, and craft
reinvigorate
services
your career, and
like widely considered the most beautiful country on the planet.
Right. I just don't have a whole lot of sympathy for it. Just don't. Sorry. All right. You know what? You know who I do have sympathy for, and I'm going to bring this down just a little bit because this absolutely sucks. Tenarian came in with the donation, says, lost my dad on Sunday, an absolute hero and role model who single-handedly got two families through the worst recession in my country's history that caused 15 to 20% of the population to leave. Appreciate the loved ones while you have them. Tenarian, you've been with us for a long time, my man, and obviously, it's horrendous to hear. That is probably, I think, most people's biggest fears, losing their parents. And obviously, for me, losing my dad, I dread that day. I 100% agree. Hold those you love very, very close, and I'm obviously very, very sorry to hear that, my man.
Yeah, heart goes out to you, brother.
Yeah. All right. We will get to your super chats here in just a little bit. I just don't think it's right to continue with those coming off of Tenarians. But you know what I do think is right is to hear Phoenix's thought about the movie of the year. That's right. Phoenix, you went out and saw the Odyssey last night. Is that correct?
I did, yes. It was killing me. I had too many questions. I've been really interested in how this movie was going to play out, what it would look like, because if you look at the reviews, there's very little in the middle. It is black or white. It is a masterpiece or it is a bag of shit. And I understand why now after seeing it.
Okay.
First thing I want to say, I'm sorry?
Yeah, I was going to say that leads. Can I share your score that you put over on X?
Yeah.
This was kind of jarring to see. 9.5 out of 10. Is this a troll or is he serious?
Well, we're going to see. No, it is. It's legit. That is a legit review. However, I don't want to make this a long segment. I'm going to try and keep this as condensed as I possibly can. Really, really fast. Okay. First off, I want to say is a movie that you all do need to see that I think we will all agree is like one of the best popcorn films I've seen in a long time. Masters of the Universe. Please see. Yes, please. Craig, your thoughts on Masters? Amazing movie.
Loved it. Loved everything about it. I feel honestly deceived by the marketing of it. It was so poor. And if there was good marketing on it, I think it would have done considerably better. I had no interest in seeing it. My first thought was, who was the audience? Turns out it's me. After watching it on Amazon the other day, I loved most of it. I think, the tail end, I enjoyed 95% of it. I thought Masters of the Universe was outstanding.
I'd say if you're a dad and you've got a son, especially, this is a movie to go see. It's a celebration of masculinity, and I'd say in all the best ways possible. There is nothing. If you heard that this was anti-male and that it's woke, it is the polar opposite of that. I will challenge anyone on that. I didn't see anything in there. As a matter of fact, it really goes out of its way to make fun of many of those aspects. So it's a really good time, whether you know the property or not. I would definitely give it a watch. I can't see the average person coming out of there. I think you're going to say it's a 7 at minimum, even if you don't know the property. All right. Odyssey.
Real quick, let me say this real quick. There are some people on my timeline who are like, oh, the normies are out. It's like, yeah, dude, that's how you make money with your property, right? It's okay to be faithful to the property 100%, but I don't know all the He-Man lore. Sorry, I don't. I was 5 when it came out, and I forgot about He-Man when I was 6. So I enjoyed what I saw, and yes, while I'm sure there were some things that were wrong with it, yeah, call me a normie. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. But just get off your high horse and realize there's a reason why I didn't make money, because the normies didn't go see it, and you, Mr. Hardcore, didn't go see it as well because you were.
No, I also think of the time it came out. I mean, most people who go into movies right now are Zoomers and millennials, and I think He-Man came out in the 80s. That's something that I would literally say I would take my dad to take and see, because he probably has memories of He-Man where I don't.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right, so Phoenix.
Yeah, Papa Elpar's actually in here. He just said, it came out during his time.
I as far as He-Man's concerned, my only very small gripes with it is I felt that there was an unnecessary amount of violence here and there. I just went didn't need that. I don't care. This takes off no points. I was like, you didn't need to go the stabbing, and then also cursing every once in a while. I didn't feel like that. And a lot of sexual innuendos. I could have done without any of that. Does it hurt the film though? No, I would say that. But anyway, Odyssey. So super, super quick. I totally understand now why this was extremely polarizing. If someone, and many people have, said to me, this is the most boring thing I've ever watched, I would not fault them for saying that. And I can now also confirm, and I owe Dispro, you were right. As far as we had that great conversation, he and I, and it wound up, he was right. The choices in this thing, that was award bait. There was no reason for Paige to be playing that character. There was no reason for Lupita Nyong'o to be in there. Does it take away from the film? No. In my opinion, it does not at all take away from it. But if you wanted to boycott the film because you don't like that aspect, I can confirm now you should do that, because it was no question that was not a symbolism choice or something greater, higher art here. That really, it felt like insert DEI. That's what it felt like.
Right.
Does it affect the story though? Zero affects the story, not even a little bit. Okay. If you go into this film wanting an action Odyssey adventure, you are going to be bored out of your mind. That is not what this film is. This is, if you love mythology, if you love stories that every frame is a symbol, if you love introspection of a character, this is essentially the Odyssey of of the main character. It's his inner, essentially, what he is going through. That's what the Odyssey actually is. That's what I would argue it's about. Then you will love this film. You do not, in my opinion, need to see this on IMAX. I saw it on a semi-IMAX screen. I didn't think it was visually breathtaking or anything like that. Maybe I need to see it on a true IMAX. Can you watch this on your big screen TV at home with a good sound system? I think you can if you're curious and you don't want to spend the money. So for me, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. I do want to see it again. I have a feeling it's going to climb to a 10.
Wow.
But again, do I think like Blabs are like this? No. I don't think Blabs would like this. Craig, I think you'd probably come out of it slightly bored. I think the average rating for our average audience here would probably be at a 6, maybe. Right. And nothing against that. I get it.
You have said many, many times, like, you like pretentious movies, right?
Yes, I do.
More like Craig has said that you like pretentious movies.
I do. I just say that because it's a very easy gimmick to just say, I do like headier things. I do like, symbolism, things like that. Care and craft into what you're trying to say. Yes.
Okay.
And that's why I'm saying the average moviegoer, I'm not putting that down. I'm not saying you idiots. I think the average moviegoer going to be a little bored. But I will say that if you do give it a shot, what it does very effectively, no matter what, is you truly feel like you went on an adventure. I mean, that you feel like you went on this Odyssey the entire time. The people around me, I could watch them fidgeting in their chair, talking with one another. You could see they were getting bored, and I was all in and wanted another hour. So if you love mythology, you love symbolism, you really like the idea of going on this adventure and it really feeling like you went on it, give this movie a shot. I really think you owe it to yourself to see it in the movie theater. However, if you're not that kind of person or you don't like the DEI shit, fully support the idea of you saying, nah, no dog. But it doesn't, I will say, it just doesn't affect the story at all.
Looking at the chat.
You know what's crazy to me?
Yeah, Eva.
I loved the Odyssey, like reading it when I think it was required reading in school. But the most annoying part of me, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I have heard they took out the nobody scene regarding the Cyclops, and that pisses me off to no end. Because they said, it doesn't translate to a modern audience. I'm sorry, Family Guy still makes that misunderstood fucking dad joke thing all the time. It absolutely would have translated, in my opinion, but that's my only issue going into the movie.
It's there symbolically. It's not said, it's there symbolically.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they reference it, I guess.
Ish, yes.
So there's a comment in here I think you could probably address from Red River on Kicks. As you said, if it was DEI for the sake of awards, you would give up on them, not give them a 10.
I don't know if I said I would not give it a 10. So having now seen it, I'm now judging it based off of what I saw, right? And what I saw, the characters in there none of the hires they chose affected my viewing experience. I'm openly, however, saying now that I said it, I can confirm to everyone, I'm even saying Disper was right, that it does feel like that was inserted. However, it did not take away from the story or experience. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So if you want to boycott that, totally 100% get it. 100%.
My favorite chat probably comes from Lane, who said, and I quote, "It's perfect. No one else will like it."
It depends how you go into it. It just depends how you go into this film. If, like I said, if you're looking for a popcorn film, you are going to really hate this film. Really hate it. I think if you like if you like the Lord of the Rings, which is a lot of walking to people who are not Lord of the Rings fans like myself, you might want to give this a shot because it really feels like you're going on that adventure. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
I totally get the black and white. That's all I keep saying. I get why it's so polarized. That someone's not going to go like, it was I think you love it or hate it.
The issue is that there are a lot of different kinds of audiences, again, like all of humanity. And as we become more global and more interconnected due to the internet, the idea that people don't have their own individual likes, like as far as like these films are trying to capture, like in general, I'm not talking about this film in particular, but Hollywood tries to capture like the biggest portion of like humanity, right? So like something like this probably is not really made for that, right? That's what it sounds like to me. Like what you're trying to say is that it's kind of more of a niche audience. Like the targeted audience is more niche, but they're still marketing it as like a big film, because I mean, of course you would, right? So maybe it's that kind of a thing, right? Like there are a lot of like popular films that like I wouldn't like, even though they're popular and everyone loves them, right?
I will say this film may not be the best, but it is one of the more polarizing films.
Extremely polarizing. Polarizing.
And
I mean, look, I will say, like, and real quick, is like, yes, I do love high art, pretentious shit. I wouldn't say put this file under pretentious. But remember, I also just gave a high praise for He-Man Masters of the Universe, because I can watch things. I go for what this thing is. I'm watching it as this, and that is a great movie. And that's like basically just sex jokes in that thing. And a shirtless guy stabbing people.
Same thing I do. Like, I'll say something and watch your chat will probably freak out at me, but I didn't hate Korra. Now the Avatar Last Airbender.
Wow.
I don't love Korra, but I don't hate it either. And that's because I watch it in a vacuum without going, oh God, let me compare this to the OG series every fucking second, every second frame. That's honestly, you're living a tortured existence if you have to view everything through that kind of a veil. Just watch it, sit back, enjoy if you want, don't enjoy if you don't want, but don't let the opinions of the greater internet affect your enjoyment of things, in my opinion.
I'll tell you what, let's Dr. Cheesy Pants came in with this question. Dr. Cheesy Pants wants to know, says, how can he give it a 9.5? Even with his own reasoning, it's an 8 at best.
With my reasoning that it's an 8 at best, I don't miss.
Yeah. Just the things you said about it,
right?
So it implied it wasn't 9.5 is almost perfect, Phoenix.
It is almost perfect, yes, because so I can understand, I guess, a little bit of the confusion here. I'll try my best to explain it. So what it does not do, none of the DEI stuff in here is talking down to the audience. There's no anti-mask, there's no anti-man, there's no any of that stuff. What you have here is merely a casting decision of putting Paige in there when there was no reason to put Paige. Matter of fact, you could argue that it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. That said, so from an if I knew this going in 100% knew it, because I was getting so much feedback from different places of it is and it isn't. Now that I've seen it, I can say, yes, these were inserts. However, so totally get it if you don't want to see it now, 100%. That said, I did see it, and none of those casting decisions changed the story or pacing or anything. They just were different casting choices. That's all I can say.
So it's like a neutral, basically. So it's like they didn't make it good, but they didn't make it terrible.
The Paige character is essentially a very weak character. So the fact that Paige was put in place, it makes sense physical wise, if that makes sense, right? It didn't take away from anything. There was no woke moment where they're talking down to the audience or putting a message in. None of that. It was merely insert avatar of this actor versus someone else. Right, so it didn't change my experience.
I'm gonna watch this now.
Phoenix, you're giving her more. You're giving her more money. Congratulations.
You might like it, Lee.
All right. Well, interesting. I would love to hear everyone else's thoughts. If you do plan on going,
I'll probably
Odyssey,
get beat up. It's okay.
Phoenix, you're gonna get stabbed later on.
No, I'll tell all the chatter telling Phoenix that he's wrong. This is a subjective review, and you don't know his grading scale. Remove the culture war part of it from the movie and look at the cinematography, the audio, the visuals, the soundtrack. There's a lot more that goes into what makes a movie good than whether or not it has the right DEI stuff in it or not. You guys are a lot of people in here are viewing it from strictly the culture war stance, and I think more people need to, view it from neutral. I know it's the internet, nuance is dead, but we need more nuance.
And they had said like there was a conversation that Nolan may have pulled from a female, like a feminist version of the book. If it was there, I did not feel or see that in any way, shape, or form. There's no girl bosses. There's no talking down to men. None of that. If anything, this is quite an embracement of masculinity for the character. That's what I say.
In Odyssey, not He-Man.
In Odyssey, no. He-Man is it is as close to a perfect popcorn film that I've seen in a long time. I love that film. I have a feeling I see it again. That's going to be a 9 for me.
All right. Look, people have a lot to say about your review, Phoenix, and I appreciate your honesty and transparency. Starting off like this right here from Rafflecopter. It's just a little pee in my food. It's okay. 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, but it's not pee. That's the thing.
It's poo-poo. Has
it's
no
not
face.
poop. It's also not making you forced to eat poop. It's a movie, guys.
It's just a little bit of poo-poo. I Has No Face came in with 1999. Says, I'll confess, I did attempt to defend the 2016 Ghostbusters for about a year, but I only watched it once in theaters during release week. It was okay in a vacuum, but both sides kept comparing it to the original series. Thank you. I Has No Face. Dante came in with $50 freaking dollars. Says they took the mythology out of the Odyssey. The movie is an insult not only to Homer's epic, but as an insult to Greek culture. Not a single Greek actor, and removed all the mysticism from the story. It is not the Odyssey. Hard pass.
What I'll say to that real fast is I did not read the source, so you may or may not be right there. However, as far as the mysticism, I mean, there's a part where they turn people into pigs.
Okay, so there is some. I heard a lot of the gods were represented as like natural disasters and stuff like that. I think that might be where some people are critiquing. Is like, oh well, you know, God was an actual God. It was this tornado. It was this natural disaster. It's like that does take mythology out of it a little bit. But if people are turning into pigs, I'm sorry, that's mythical.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but I actually loved how they treated the gods, and I could see how some people would really hate that. But oh boy, if you love symbolism, I tell you,
maybe they should have just called it something else. You know what I mean? Like something.
There's a lot of films like that. I think, yeah, you could have just renamed it and just not tied it to the original work, and it would have done amazing.
All right, Blabs, coming your way because people have a lot to say about this, and I can't wait to hear. I'm going to put Dante on the wall, and then we're gonna. This is going to be awesome. After this, we're going to get to our lead story here, and that is the diary.
Another fan for one says there's no such thing as an ethical consumption, a corrupt system that wants to take your life. Okay. Undescendant for 10 says, okay, my question for Phoenix that could explain his rating is, has he read the Odyssey? From what I've heard and seen, it would have been better if it attempted to be more faithful to the story.
Can I stop there real quick? Can I say something? There is, because if you don't consume any of their stuff, you don't understand them, and you have to understand your enemy in order to defeat them.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Freedom Fries for 10 says, appreciate the nuanced take. I may just give it a shot. Thank you very much for that. Epsilon Sama for 10 says the casting choices are the tip of the iceberg. Nolan misunderstood the character of Odysseus. He turned him into a wimp. The real one was a Chad who used trickery and guile to fight gods and monsters. You can respond to that.
Again, I understand. I don't know the source material. So I can't. All I can tell you is that would make sense if you are looking for a unflawed character, which I hate more than anything in the universe, because I put that as like the same thing as a Mary Sue. You are not going to have it. This is an introspective character who is looking at himself. As I said, this is just as much of an adventure story as it is for himself looking inward. If you would like that kind of story, it's not a therapy session or anything like that, but that's what this is about. I totally get if you wanted badass hero, then yes, he is not that. He is deeply flawed.
All right. Superlane for 5 says supporting the Odyssey is supporting woke, which is supporting the death of the rest, which is never okay.
I will remind everyone that I don't think there's a human being on Earth that has boycotted more things than me. I don't think it's humanly possible.
Phoenix is when you think you're hardcore, Then there's Phoenix, who is God
Yeah.
the Emperor.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Anyway, Max for 10 says Phoenix's opinion on the Odyssey is basically the same as mine on Sniper Elite 5 and Resistance. There's inserts, but at least it's pretty much just a skippable cutscenes. Gameplay not affected. Winterfell for 2 says it's called an opinion, morons. Phoenix is right.
Yeah.
Hang on, there's a really big one. I just came in. Let me grab this
from
one real
Winterfell,
fast.
yeah. I got it.
Winterfell.
He says, I stand with our man Phoenix. Don't yuck someone else's yum. Check Geeks and Gamers. They posted that the author of Nolan's source material said Nolan didn't stick to her script. I trust Phoenix in his review. Fast and Furious 3 is a 10 out of 10.
We can agree on that, my friend. It absolutely is. And fun fact, when Nolan was interviewed, one of his favorite movies of all time, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 3. Yeah.
Wow, that's excellent. All right. Go ahead, Blabs.
A guy just came in for another 50 saying Leaflet is awesome. So I'm just going to throw this one up again. Right there. Gosh, you guys are being very generous. There it is. Thank you very much, Guy. All right, here we go.
Again.
Guy. All right, for 10 says you already drank soup with a little pea, so what's the problem if we have doubled the pea? We'll keep doubling the pea until the pea is the soup. Do not give them an inch when they disrespect the source.
Okay, here's what I'll say real fast, because I do know we have to move on. Here's what I would compare it to. If anyone remembers Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Coppola film, if you remember that film, Keanu Reeves had the worst British English accent of all time.
Yeah.
That's how I would compare this to. It did not take away. You go like, boy, they probably should have cast someone else because that English accent is pretty rough. But did it take away from the genius of that film, the story, the dialogue? It did not, at least for me. I totally get if it takes other people out. 100%. I'm even saying boycott it if you want. Totally get it.
Question for Phoenix. If you could change the cast in any way, who would it be? And do you think that can improve the movie?
So if I don't want to give anything away, but as far as Helen did not need to be beautiful because they kind of explained that in the film, but I would definitely have not chosen Paige at all. Definitely not. And Helen would have also changed. By the way, I hate to say this, one of the biggest stars of this film is John Leguizamo. Did an incredible job, and I hate saying that, but he was phenomenal in this movie.
Okay, I'm trying. There's like a lot of these here. Phoenix,
Sure.
you do not understand the criticism. Okay.
I'm not arguing anyone's criticism.
This is his opinion, guys. I don't know why you all have to make everyone think exactly
That's okay.
like you
Blabs.
do.
It's okay.
Blabs, this is the
internet.
Welcome
I know.
to the internet.
It's just
It's okay.
crazy. So if you want to
It's not crazy. This is the internet. This is
no,
the
the
jungle that
internet
we
is
live in.
crazy. It is. Let's be real. If you want to faith Odyssey, watch the 1997 two-parter movies.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I love it. I love it.
Love what?
The jungle.
That makes the
that we
title
live
of
in.
the things will get heated. They have indeed gotten heated.
That's right.
Number fan for one says, here's how I review movies. There's a fun people who hate me. They can threaten to close down movie theaters by refusing to stop doing woke films, and I'll be okay if movies go away forever.
And so I can confirm to you now, you can and should then boycott this film. I'm saying, yes, those hires were not, I thought it was going to be for some metaphorical reason. Nope. To me, it was clear as day. That was an awards season reason.
Ricky D came in and says, I prefer the realism of The Return with Finis than Nolan's pseudo-realism. Thank you so much, Ricky D. I like your name, by the way. Magnus came in and says, ho, ho. Okay, 'tis Eva the Keebler. Glad to see her on here. Thank you, Magma. In regards to the Odyssey, on YouTube, there's a series called Epic, which is the Odyssey in the form of a musical, and is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. Yeah, Hail Leaflet.
It is
Thanks,
a good.
Emma.
It is a very good film. Play rather.
We also have this from Hainifer. It says, Phoenix, you should watch OSP's Iliad and Odyssey.
Would love to. Yeah, thank you.
We also have this from Discreet. Says they subverted Odyssey's character, removed the gods in Greek mythology, but still turned people into pigs. Inserted Paige with a character that isn't in the story. Helen has a twin sister. Dialogue was atrocious, to name a few. Thank you, Discreet.
Well,
Appreciate
if I
your
remember
support.
correctly, it wasn't the gods who turned anybody into pigs. It was Calypso, wasn't it? It
I
was
don't
a
want to
witch.
give anything away. It wasn't
I'm
Calypso. It's
referring
another
to
character.
the OG epic, but like the gods were not responsible for those people becoming pigs. If I'm remembering it right, it was actually because of a witch. So I don't know what you really mean in that one, dude.
All right. We got a lot. This is awesome. And we could do an entire 2 hours, I think, of people just railing on Phoenix for his 9.5 out of 10 on Odyssey. And I got to be honest, would be kind of funny. Maybe we'll do it. If you would like to tell Phoenix what an idiot he is for the Odyssey, you just let us know in the chat.
I'm ready.
That's good.
I'm ready.
But before we do, we got to talk about Fauci. We got to get into all this craziness. But before we do, friends, I want to let you know today's episode is brought to you by our friends once again over at Rumble Wallet. I've been talking about this for just about 3 months now at this point. And guess what? We were offering the $10 free of when you sign up for Rumble Wallet. You guys have done such a good job. They ran out of money. They ran out of money over at Rumble Wallet. They cannot offer $10 anymore. We got to load them back up over at there because you guys have been so great and downloaded Rumble Wallet and used our promo code and all that stuff, which is wonderful. So you need to see what the buzz is about. On your screen right now, there's a QR code. You scan the QR code with your phone. It takes you directly to the App Store. You download the Rumble Wallet app. You set up an account real quick, and bada bing, bada boom. You can support whoever you want over on Rumble with Rumble Wallet. And the best part about it is your super chats spectacular. We are so grateful for those. But you know, YouTube goes, money, please. We'll take 30% of that. And they do. Not with Rumble Wallet. Rumble actually cannot touch your money. It's not even on their platform. It's an entirely set up just for you. It's your money. They cannot touch a cent of it. So when you say, hey, Craig, hey, Phoenix, hey, Leaf, hey, whoever over on Rumble, I'd like to support you with $1. You know where that dollar goes? Directly to you and none of it to Rumble. It's spectacular. So definitely check it out for yourself. Rumble Wallet has been a massive supporter of our show. I've talked about them consistently for about 3 months now. I will continue to because we are big believers in the platform. Scan the QR code on your screen or go to wallet.rumble.com/scrollers, like side scrollers, and give it a go. They can track all that information. They say, hey, those guys are good at what they do. They have an audience that likes them and wants to support them. So consider checking it out. We'd really appreciate it. It's Rumble Wallet. They support us. Consider supporting them. We'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's get into the nitty gritty here. But real fast, Tenarian came in and says, funny enough, while you were being all somber and serious after reading my donation, I was posting an absurdly sexy GIF in Plus Chat. I'm trying to keep on trucking like my dad would have wanted. By the way, Blabs, your sister sounds like a cool chick.
By the way, I know this is gonna sound like an advertisement, but you guys are really missing out if you're not on the Plus Chat. Like the Plus Chat is freaking insane. Like it's not really even close to like any other chat I've seen. Like
we watched Leaf in real time when we were playing Broforce. In real time, this is the greatest chat of all time.
It's like all memes and gifs, just like being like in quick succession, big boobs bouncing around. It's amazing.
She was radicalized in real time. It was outstanding. And by the way, you don't even need to be a Plus member to be a part of the Plus Chat. You don't have to be a paid member. It's available for everybody. Anybody can watch over on Side Scrollers Plus for free. But the chat itself is spectacular. Just saying.
You should show a screenshot sometime. I think you would sell it way better if you just post one screenshot from the chat.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do that right
context.
now. Yeah, I'm going to do this right now, and let me get over there real quick. All right, well, I will do that after we talk about this. In the last few days, the doctor Anthony Fauci has been popping up because tomorrow he's going to be going and answering questions for the first time since the last time he went up and asked questions about good old COVID. And this, to me, I think it should be a very personal topic to everybody because the world shifted because of this man's decisions and the things that he did, not just in the United States, but across the world. Now, with that said, before we get to that, I would just like to remind a few people about some of the things that happened.
But they're really criticizing science because I represent.
Do you remember this phrase? I represent science. If you're criticizing me, you are criticizing science here.
Hold on, I just realized that I'm not angry enough for this. There we go.
Yeah.
Science. Because I represent science.
If you're vaccinated, you really don't need to worry about getting it in a way that's serious or transmitting it.
Wait, hold on.
That is true.
Wait. Can we pause here? Why does he look like a Karen?
Who? This guy this guy here?
No.
Like a Karen.
He looks like a fat lesbian.
He does have. Yeah,
oh my God, he looks like a Rachel Maddow. But if Rachel Maddow went to a gender bending.
Why do they look the same? All of them.
Look, I'm just going to tell everybody right now. The title of today's episode, This Will Get Heated.
This is the reason.
I'm going to be irate by the time this is done. Because I'm going to be hashing out I'm going to be resurfacing some memories and some thoughts during this time. You want to talk about radicalization. If people say, oh, you're different, Craig. Hey, this is why.
And Craig, I do, when we're all done with this, I would love, maybe someone can remind me, I do have a devil's advocate question to ask you based on this whole thing, and I'd love to get your response once we're all done with this.
Great.
That is correct, Chris. It'll either protect you completely against infection, and the chances are very likely that you'll not be able to transmit it to other people. The risk is extremely low of transmitting it to anybody else. Full stop. Vaccinated people are clearly capable of transmitting the infection.
I hate
That's unbelievable.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break out like that, but whoever put this cut together was perfect, because I'm like, first of all, vaccination does not mean you can't just not transfer it anymore. You're now effectively a carrier. You're not symptomatic. This is our virology expert, by the way.
Yeah, this is everything about this guy, the decisions that were made by this person upsets me. Everything, because it ruined everybody's life. Everybody's. Here you go.
You were going to have schools, universities, and colleges are going to say, you want to come to this college, buddy? You're going to get vaccinated. Lady, you're going to get vaccinated. Yeah. Big corporations like Amazon and Facebook and all of those others are going to say, you want to work for us, you get vaccinated. And it's been proven that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullshit and they get vaccinated.
Thank you. Are all objections to COVID vaccinations ideological bullshit, Dr. Fauci?
No, they're not, and that's not what I was referring to.
Well,
oh, really?
Like, God.
Oh, really? What a freaking golly! I can't stand this person right here. It drives me crazy.
It's anyone who makes absolute statements and then also contradicts that statement in a later time. It being a front-facing TV personality, of which apparently Fauci was very happy about that. But being one, you have to understand that everything you say is on camera. If you don't remember what you said, you're just setting yourself up for failure, and that's what we saw with Fauci.
So all this lines up. I played those two videos with the intention of just letting you know that over the last few days, last week or so, apparently Fauci's private diary has been released, and people have been combing through this. Phoenix Blabs leaflet. Have you followed any of this?
No, not deeply at all. I had heard about it. I saw a lot of funny memes based on it, but no, the meat of it, I have not. I don't know it. No.
Do we have relatively good evidence of it being real? Because I mean, I guess that's my question. No, okay.
Allegedly, what has happened, and I'm only gonna go into this because it's really close to law stuff. So, allegedly, what has happened is during the last 8 months, our HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been investigating, going through all the files and stuff that HHS, CDC, and all of them actually tend to keep. Allegedly, and while I find it hard to believe, I also believe that Fauci's kind of stupid enough to do this, but allegedly, Fauci kept a more than 1,100-page diary in these files. This file and this diary was recently recovered and is going to be the subject of quite a few different questions during the congressional hearing that Fauci is about to face. I don't know if it's true. It seems weird that someone would keep their personal diary on government servers like that. But if it's true, it's gonna crack this case wide open.
Quick clarification: was this a diary, or was this like a bunch of emails, conversations going back?
Like that.
Okay.
From what I understand.
I mean, if
it was like personal notes and personal, like things that I don't think Fauci would have wanted other people to read. Like things like, oh my God, I went on TV this day, and oh my God, I did that. And I'm like, what does this have to do with any kind of note taking or anything? This seems like journaling to me, and it makes it even weirder that these files were allegedly on these servers.
Well, unless that prior to this new administration, he may have felt untouchable, and so that he could very easily that could be the response. Maybe. I'm sorry, Greg.
Can't we just run? Phoenix. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Leaf.
I was like, can't we just run an AI analysis of like his writing style and then cross-reference that with like his actual writing that we know for sure is real?
I'm sure somebody has. Well, let's go ahead and look at this though. Phoenix, here is one of his entries. Okay, this was May 21st, 2020. Okay, this is right as things were getting a little spicy.
It's 2 months into COVID actually being a thing. I had a funny thing when I was 18 years old, 2019, November 2019. I said, who is ready for the 100-year pandemic? And then March 2020 came, and it happened, and I was terrified.
Here it is, Phoenix. Press. Listed at top, CBS Evening News, Fox, White House press correspondents. So he lists the press at the top. This is it. He lists the deaths. Okay. Talks about this. A big, a front page article about me appeared in the Washington Post. Very flattering. The situation with my national and international fame is explosive and really unimaginable. It's not hyperbole to say I'm the most famous and talked about person in the country and one of the most recognizable persons in the world. Countless profiles on me. Continued here. White House correspondents, White House press conference picked up by many outlet, many print profiles and features on me. Ridiculous. Too numerous to count. Cases continue to soar. 30,000 in the U.S. with 400 dead. Press is going wild with me. Front page of Washington Post yesterday with op-ed by Maureen Doyd of New York Times today about me and my relationship with POTUS. Profile right here. So he's just talking about how things are. You know, this does not strike to me as something that would be put in a public journal. This is all private here, talking about these things. Yeah.
I mean, there's some things like the deaths and some of the things, the task force meeting, the relevance of PPE and stuff like that. But then he goes off script completely and starts doing very personal shit that I feel would be reprimanded if you did this as a government employee. Clogging up servers with your fucking self-narcissistic, like, congratulatory bullshit.
Aaron in the chat says, I bet those notes are in the diary. I bet those notes in the diary is for the book he was planning on to write in the future.
That's a good point.
Definitely possible.
Oh, shit, you might be right.
Now, wait, and it could be that he stored it on there so that it wouldn't be destroyed. Like in the event, like he didn't want to pay for like some kind of protective storage, but then it would be like on the cloud, the government cloud, right? So that it would be protected there. If
potentially,
it's just crazy to me because it's like after things that happened, like with Hillary Clinton and the emails and all of that, and you would think that these people would practice better operational security when it comes to storing their personal thoughts and stuff on government servers where anyone with access can go perusing and find it.
Well, there's a little bit more. Well, there's a lot more here, but here's two more entries here. This was read by Megyn Kelly over on her show.
Fauci knew in January of 2020. January. The COVID pandemic hit America the middle of March 2020. He knew in January that...
No, he knew in November.
Quote, market was not the source. It was the amplifier. He wrote in his diary on January 26th, now we know the market was not the source.
Speaking of the wet market.
It
yeah,
was
the wet market where
amplifier.
apparently bats
So
were sold
he
and
knew-
it ate species
Right,
jumps.
right.
Do that. Then we get to February 1st, 2020, and 12 scientists and he get together. Only 2 concluded this had a natural origin. Per Fauci's own notes, quote, the rest felt that deliberate insertion was possible. Deliberate insertion of the cleavage site, basically the piece of the COVID virus that made it more transmissible and more deadly to humans. It was man inserted. They could tell.
I'm running forensics right now on I'm running forensics on Fauci's handwriting. I'm running.
Thank you for that. Now, Phoenix, you may be asking yourself, who's covering this? You haven't heard about this.
Who is covering this?
I'm glad you asked there, Phoenix, because we have a list of some folks, and this should absolutely tell you everything you need to know. Did the legacy media cover the Fauci diary? AP, no. CNN, no. WAPO, no. MSNBC, no. New York Times, no. ABC, NBC, ABC, USA Today, no. Not a single word from any of them about this. Do you think this would be...
ABC Local definitely did cover it because that's how my dad heard about it and informed me this morning, and he only watches ABC.
Local, but not national, right? And
yeah, not national. Definitely not national.
Well, here's an example of them actually it being brought up on CNN, and watch how quickly this gets shut down.
I think we need to have transparency around what's going on. I think one situation that, frankly, where we saw the government...
Oh, God. Let me do this one more time.
Come on, Twitter.
I know.
Hold it together.
I'm telling you, this is not just me.
I think one situation that, frankly, where we saw the government was certainly obfuscating, didn't have any transparency, was Anthony Fauci, who we're getting his diaries today, where he was purposely obfuscating about
Anthony
that's actually...
Like, do you see how quickly that... No, you can't talk about that. Yeah.
That is incredibly fucking telling.
Uh-huh. It's honestly amazing. Leaflet, have you found anything?
Oh, no, just kidding. It's going to take me like a bit, but I'm going to try to get it done by the end of this stream.
Sounds good. Do your thing. Absolutely.
I'm running like multiple AI so that there's no like hallucination, basically.
Right.
That's
no worries at all. Now, this to me was amazing to see, and I forgot about this clip until I saw it, and this one is just so... This should tell you everything you need to know when you talk about people just following orders here.
What are we going to do about those other states?
Oh my God!
So this was a documentary where he was, I guess, followed by PBS for the day, and
okay,
this is like straight up mask off here. This was honestly pretty amazing to see if X will load. Is this just a me thing or a you thing?
I think the government's trying to shut you down.
Right? Maybe what's going on here. I don't know. But what he says here in this situation. Okay, I guess I'll just stop doing that. All right, sounds good. What he
if you
said
send us a link, maybe we can try on our end.
Yeah. Here you go.
Yeah, send it as a link. I mean, I will literally I will Twitter to MP4 it and then just send you the file if I have to.
Here we go. Let's get this one more time. Let's try.
Oh my God! They're going to keep the outbreak smoldering in the country. It's so crazy. I mean, they're not doing it because they say they don't want to do it. They're Republicans. They don't like to be told what to do. Right. And we got to break that, unpack that.
How you guys doing with vaccine?
I haven't gotten it yet. I'm waiting for them to be able to.
Oh, you should get it first. Okay, that way you won't give it to them.
Did you notice here, the Republicans, they don't like to be told what to do, and we got to break that. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Can someone explain to me why he's not wearing a mask at that point?
It's a great question, Phoenix. It's almost like...
Why were so many people not wearing masks? And were they going door to door asking people if they were vaccinated? Look, I have several people who are colored, friends of mine, and they say that the biggest issue with them was I deal with eugenics experiments and stuff like that. When the government comes knocking, asking you if you've been vaccinated, they are the first ones to say absolutely freaking not. And most of them aren't Republicans. So there goes that argument.
Yeah. Honestly, when the government knocks on your door anytime, you probably should just shut the door in their face.
Yeah, the scariest words anyone should ever hear is, "I'm from the government and I'm willing to help."
I agree.
No, I don't need your help.
I just really like that COVID at the time would not infect celebrities, that everyone around them had to wear a mask. But celebrities, it's just, well, we don't go there, dog. That COVID's like, nah, we're not going to touch that.
Pelosi going to hair salons. All the hair salons are closed, but this one gets special permission to open just for her.
This is, like I said, I don't understand how people aren't just incredibly upset about this. Speaking of celebrities, Phoenix, I know that this will make you power down, which is why I wanted to share it with you. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I can already hear it without it.
I know. Y'all remember this? Play it for me, lady.
It's easy if you try.
Yes.
No hell below us.
Above us only sky.
Getting the douche.
Imagine all the people
living for today.
Imagine.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
God.
I can't do it. This is peak COVID
Literally
insanity.
goosebumps of douche chills. The hair on my arm sticking up. It's
We're all dumber
uncomfortable.
for having listening to that. May God have mercy on your soul.
It's unbelievable. All right. Well, I see the chat going. Stupid says, "Oh, this Hollywood cringe. Oh no, I've got more for you, friends.
Yay!
I've got more. Remember this?
No, not this guy.
Anthony Fauci.
Wow.
You see the candles people made, like those religious candles of
Yes.
Saint Fauci. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Unbelievable. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would that guy be a propagandist? Well, I'm glad you asked, because
You asked
they're
me
all
why James Corden would be a propagandist? That's hilarious.
yes. And then we all remember this.
Oh, jeez. Who falls for this? Like, who looks at
They
this
were
and goes,
really
oh,
fine.
yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. You know, who thinks that? Like, who thinks that's the coolest shit ever? Like, I just don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
like,
And then
this
here's
makes
the
me want to do it
crescendo.
less.
I know.
I want to do it
Said
less
Vaccina?
because of this.
Because it would have rhymed with the song they were doing. That, believe it or not, that's what I'm most upset about, is they fucked up the rhyming scheme.
You tell me, sister.
That's the reason to be most upset about this. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
obviously.
But this is snobbery unchecked. Like, this is exactly how I'll speak on behalf of me, that I feel like the left always talks to anyone else. They talk down, and they come from this high authority place. And so this was the ultimate of their snobbery unchecked, of, oh, all of the idiots on the right are conspiracy theorists and XYZ. And so you're watching that unchecked of how far they're going to make fun of those people, not realizing they are making fun of themselves in the process. Like, every smug smile they do in an interview, it's the same thing. No one walks away like, boy, they were right. You look at them, what a smug fuck is always the response.
I want you to think about all the things that we were told that were just blatantly wrong, right? Social distancing was arbitrary. Someone just went, oh yeah, we're going to make them stand 6 feet apart. Then you think about how that was broken down. Like, going into grocery stores where you have to stand this far apart. You have to go down this way. It's a one-way road down this way. You have to go through and stay 6 feet away. Masks. I mean, what are we doing? You want to talk about people who are broken? Look around. Go to the airport. What was it before COVID?
There's still people wearing masks, yeah.
Which means there's still people who are utterly broken by the propaganda, because these people never would have worn masks before then. And the worst part about it is that you see these fucking kids who don't know any better. They were 6, 7, 8 years old when this whole thing was coming up, and now they're they're teenagers, and they are, yes, I know. Now they are absolutely terrified of everything about them. They taught people how to fear. That is what they did. You are fearful of something that you can't see that's going to kill you. That was the lesson. We will control you with the message. Lockdowns, worthless. They did more harm than good, way more harm than good. Isolating kids, pushing them in social anxiety, education falling through the roof. Just horrible stuff. The idea of it not coming from a lab. God, there's so much. It just drives me so.
Even from the child perspective, from my understanding, like of a developing mind of a child, we're talking really young here, to not be able to see facial expressions and mouth movements like that from adults has like long-term, from my understanding, long-term psychological problems, and I think like people are starting to even see those issues as those kids are growing up now, because it's like a couple of years where they were denied that.
Yes, 1,000%. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, was in kindergarten. That she was supposed to start kindergarten during COVID, and this was the time where they're doing virtual learning. And I remember sitting there, looking at my freaking daughter. I'm 3 feet away from her as she's trying to start kindergarten, looking at a Zoom call, and I'm thinking to myself, "This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life." And fortunately, the school, backtracked on that pretty quick because they realized how stupid that was. And just, it was so infuriating to me. And it was all driven by fear, and I have I kept my own journal, and I think I've referenced it on the show here. I think I read it a long time ago, but I remember writing in my journal right as this was happening. Actually, I'm gonna read you my journal. I want to see if I can go find it real quick, because I do want to read it, because you can literally hear the fear in my writing, because it was before I was like, what? Before I kind of wised up to like, okay, wait, the math, this is dumb. Nothing about it made sense to me. But you'll be able to hear the fear that I had for this. And once again, we bring this all up because tomorrow, the dude who drove this is going to more or less be answering questions. And my God, I don't wish harm on many people, but God, I wish the worst for this gentleman. I really do. I will say this. I really wish it was a real hearing rather than a congressional one. Oh yeah. Congressional hearings is so performative, and it's very rare we ever see any action taken on that. So that's my frustration here. Cool, we're gonna get a hearing tomorrow, but it's the least impactful type of hearing that we can have in this country. Mm-hmm.
Well, I do hope, Craig, that when you read your diary, I hope it's like super diary. It's just like really fearful and angry. And then it's like, ooh, my Hot Pocket's ready, BRB. And then you're like back, God damn these people that
I burned my tongue in my Hot Pocket.
Do you guys really care? Or is that just me just splurging? And,
I'm kind of interested
to hear it. No, I think that's actually a really good
I'm kind
idea.
of interested, at least to hear Nancy,
to the moment.
Yeah.
Well, while
I'm going to read some supers that relate to this then.
Sure, real quick before you do, let me read one more thing that will get your blood boiling. Okay, we talk about Fauci going door to door and being, "Hey, did you get your shot yet?
Yeah, that was weird.
Did you get the little thingy yet? Right here." Well, do you remember when they literally said you would die? This is courtesy of the WhiteHouse.gov.
Wait, did they actually?
Oh yes. I'll tell you what. Eva, go and read this out loud.
Okay. We are intent on not letting Omicron. Okay. We are intent on not letting Omicron disrupt work and school for the vaccinated. You've done the right thing, and we will get through this. For the unvaccinated, you are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your family, and the hospitals you may soon overwhelm.
That is a real statement from the White House website, telling you that you are going to die.
That is a statement I would expect to hear from a weather forecaster trying to warn people away from a Category 5 hurricane. You know that famous clip where the guy's like, "Look, you don't survive this. Evacuate or die." That was the White House doing this about COVID. That's insane.
Get vaccinated, you're gonna die. That's very much
crazy.
Good old Fauci. Love that guy.
Right, I'm gonna get my journal, not diary. I'm gonna go
diary.
Okay,
right, I'm gonna read some supers relating to
Sounds
this.
Good. You guys have a lot to say.
For 10 says propaganda, such a scary weapon, is used to push such heinous agendas, and what the most scary that no one is truly immune to it. Thank you. Sir Senior Missile Monkey for 5 says this is the religious kind following they so vehemently oppose being welded against the children. They are the religious leaders they taught fear. Remember when they said the BLM riots wouldn't spread COVID? I remember that one. I thought it was hilarious. This Creep for 5 says Phoenix is not a size code version of eating with that L take. He's going to start talking about graphene next. Oh, believe him,
Attaboy, yeah. I hear you on the Ian thing. Yeah.
Nerdy for 5 says the government has done a lot of heinous things in the past, which is why I didn't get vaccinated back then. I bet those notes in the diaries for the book he's planning to write in the future. Thank you. Mercenary for 2 says rumor is Fauci did human experiments and none of them were ever legal of any kind. I pray I'm wrong, but I have seen evil. I wouldn't be surprised if the diary's connected. Marmalade for 20 says it's not weird when you believe you'll never face accountability. Reminder: Fauci led the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s and not a thing happened to him, so it's plausible. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think he's gonna be totally fine. Skate away with this. He's got to have no problems whatsoever because nothing ever happens.
Kind of what my frustration is because that's oh no, congressional hearing tomorrow, guys. We're gonna get answers. No, we're not.
No, you're not.
We never get the hearing.
Yeah, because Biden signed it right before leaving.
That has always been really weird to me. Like from a legal perspective, I'm sure other lawyers have looked at it, but I'm like, how do you give a pardon to someone who has not been convicted of anything yet?
Yeah.
A preemptive pardon. That's unprecedented. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think any other president has just preemptively pardoned somebody on their way out.
And does it apply to everything if he like steals a Snicker bar? Is he like cool? Is that, I don't know how that works.
Does it even count if it was the floating pen?
Aside, I go.
No, I was just saying, isn't it interesting that that floating pen that wasn't even really his signature, right? So I wonder if that counts. But no one, the auto pen. No one even looked into that either. So it's like whatever.
They did actually look into that, and they found that no wrong had been done. And courts actually looked into this and went, look, Donald Trump also uses the auto pen unless we have confirmation evidence of someone utilizing that auto pen that wasn't the president. There's not really any way that you could pursue that because every president since JFK has used the auto pen.
Ben the Guy for 10 says, as a pharmacist, you wouldn't believe the amount of hypocrisy I saw during the peak COVID times. I saw providers shame patients for not getting the vax but call others bigots or being against transing. Bad day to be a hot pocket and cold beer. Mercenary says, dude, remember the flies and puppies? Oh yeah, Fauci experimented. I do love your spelling. The reports of the pain they went through, there's so much worse about him coming soon. Like Nuremberg levels, what he's done. Yeah, I get you, Phoenix. I'm sorry about that. That was rough. Yeah. Anyway, Phoenix Indigo for 5 says, if Fauci ever gets a sentence for his actions, it should be done like they did the old W so he can truly understand what it truly means to suffocate. The big issue I have, we'll get with this one, but we're fast, we'll just get it over with. The big issue I have with Odyssey is the complete destruction of the characters, especially Odysseus, went from a narcissistic trickster whose downfall is always his pride to generic PTSD man. Well, thank you for the Rumble Wallet.
Incorrect on that. Continue.
Robert for 5 says Fauci honestly should be criminally charged. Good luck with that.
Yeah. All right. I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. I thought it was right next to my bed, but
disappointment in life. I hope all your hot pockets burn forever now.
So one thing for those so angry about the pardon, remember that the president has almost complete power and clemency where it comes to federal crimes. Every one of the states was also damaged and could actually charge him state-wise, and the president cannot pardon for those.
All right, I'll say, can we just do one last little bit here? I'm sorry. This is from 2021, and this is probably this is December 27th, 2021 here, this little post here.
Now, hold on.
Yeah. What a lovely new world we're living in. When you go out for a meal and a squad of police barge in, persecute a little boy, then demand you see everyone else's papers.
She just basically saying that she can't serve. Otherwise, if you're not going to patron, you have the card. I know, but you don't have.
So they're asking for the Vax cards. Do you remember this?
Yeah, papers, please.
Can't serve. Otherwise, if you're not going to patron, you have the card. I know, but you don't have it, then you're going to have to leave. And if not, no, just had a minute. You're not going to stay here.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, but, well, I went in Mexico. I went to Mexico during COVID times. I sailed there because I lived on a sailboat at the time, and I had to have the vaccination.
Hope you feel good about.
In order to legally leave the country, I had to get vaccinated.
That's the most jacked up thing ever.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. For me, the whole thing is just I heard you guys talking about while I was trying to find my thing, and the likelihood of anything happening from this is low, right? But the difference here with tomorrow's hearing is that he had apparently, this is from what I understand, is the difference is that he was held, or he had the sign off or whatever. What's the proper
Auto
term
pin.
I'm looking for? Well, the auto pin signed his. I'm having an old man brain fart right here.
Well, that's what I just mentioned.
Yes,
yeah.
pardon, correct.
Well, that's
Okay,
what
so
I
he's-
just said.
Right, but he was pardoned for everything prior, not for what he's about to do tomorrow. That's the thing.
So what
if he lies under oath
what they can get
tomorrow-
on? It's perjury.
Right.
They could
lying under oath.
probably get him on perjury if he perjures himself tomorrow. But that's a Hail Mary. It's very hard to get someone on perjury because you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that that person 100% not only knew that they were lying and told the lie anyway, but lied to begin with. Like, if they lied and they didn't know it was a lie, you can't get them for perjury. So it's a high bar, but that is our one shot of getting Fauci is on perjury tomorrow.
Well, I've thought about this. I just don't. I feel like I want to watch this tomorrow, and I feel like one day is not going to be enough to account for everything that needs to be talked about tomorrow. I very much am going to be in tune with this because, like I said, this affected. This wasn't like, oh, poor Craig. This is poor everybody in the entire world who got affected by this nonsense and con that was thrown out there.
You guys should have seen how Mexico was handling it. It was fucking crazy.
Oh, I'm sure
They
it was
literally
very
they didn't do
logical and sane.
distancing. But yeah, no, it was a lot more logical than what America was doing. They didn't do distancing. They did have masks, but they also had, before you entered any place of business, you had to wash your hands, and you had to actually they had this weird like cleaning solution that you stepped on, and your shoes were cleaned by it first, and then you went in.
Like, does everybody here remember the people who would bring their stuff home and like spray it with like spray cleaner? They'd have their vegetables and they'd clean it with, like, how broken, like oh my gosh, we saw that lady just a few days ago who took her lettuce home after the lettuce scare, and she dipped, put Clorox bleach all over it. It was like, oh well,
God,
safe to serve now, like people were so scared by this. It's insane to me. Oh my God.
I had a friend who had OCD, and they had they're like the village elder, I guess. They were a friend, but they weren't like someone I hung out with. His name was Merlin Mike, if I remember right, and he had OCD so bad he spent like 7 years trapped in his room in Florida. Now he managed to get past all of that therapy, all that. He's going out, he's doing stuff. COVID gets announced. I watched this man crawl back into himself, and it was the most depressing thing I think I've ever seen.
Yep. It's not just how many people died from COVID. It's how many people died from the adverse effects of the lockdowns, how many people off themselves because of it, how many kids had
irreparable
educational
damage
issues.
and
The unbelievable. And that is something that I don't think we're ever going to be account for. We'll never know the true destruction that happened there. All
Here's
right.
if we're winding down, I just have one fast question.
Mm-hmm.
I said at the top.
Please.
So my quick question is for everyone here. This is not loaded. It's a genuine question. With everything you've seen now, arguably you can make the argument that so many people that this was actually the wake up moment. That it was the lockdowns that actually got people involved in politics, questioning the media, things like that. Ultimately, when history is said and done, decades and decades from now, do we see this as a silver lining win? Right? Obviously horrible. That ultimately we're happy is the wrong way of putting it. That but for the lack of a better word, happy that this happened so that it woke up people, or would we have, or this was such a stain on society that who cares if people woke up? It was better that we never participated in this.
Basically, the idea that they played their hand too fast, basically, all at one time. That if they were able to play their hand over a longer period of time, that they would have been able to slowly cook everybody.
I'm one of those guys, Phoenix. Like, COVID for me was the wake up moment, you know, and I was, you know, it happened pretty quick. You know, like I said, you look at all these things and you go like, oh man. But I guess to answer your question, Phoenix, will we look at it as a silver lining to a bad situation? Honestly, it depends what happens. It depends if there's consequences. It depends if the next time something like this gets thrown down, if everyone's going to go, oh my God, I need to wash my vegetables with Clorox bleach and you know, and not go to school and be petrified. And that's the true bar, because it's going to happen again. They've said it's going to happen again. Bill Gates has said it's going to happen again. So when it does happen again, how will people respond? That's when we'll truly know if there's a silver lining to it. All right, we got a lot of super chats here. We're going to read every single one of them. Every single one of them, because you guys have a lot to say. Leaf, have you learned anything about the
so I mean, it's kind of slow, right? Like I have to download like literally everything he's ever written, and then I have to run like an analysis. So like right now, both of them are running like an analysis for like how he typos, what kind of word choice that he uses, sentence structure. It's like I had to download everything and then catalog everything and then like understand it, and have like 2 different bots doing it. Actually, I have 2 different bots with like 4 different agents. So it's like, this is like over 10 bots that I'm using right now.
Wow.
But
I'm
if
gonna
you
have
want
to try to find you some stuff that's unedited by a publisher, because remember, his published works have gone through an editor. It could be phrased differently. It could be so. Let me see if I can find
Ghostwriter
essential stuff that
would
he
help,
just
yeah.
wrote.
The tisms are real
because-
right now.
So like,
Yeah.
like the initial analysis, like the surface level analysis right now is a 90% like confidence, but that's not enough for me. Like, to be honest,
I
like,
would say
90 is not enough for me.
Based off of nothing other than just observing the situation, I would say that I would think that these are all real. A narcissist is going to narcissist, and narcissists are typically not very safe in because they're just narcissists. So they're not really checking what they're doing. They kind of do leave breadcrumbs. And again, I will remind you that prior to this administration, I think this man felt very protected to say and do whatever he wanted to. So I think he
he's
felt
been
untouchable.
around since, I mean, decades now, right? And he's been in this freaking virology study position where NCI, whatever, I forget what it's called. But like he was there when swine flu happened. I don't even remember swine flu so long ago, but like that's how long he's been a cornerstone in terms of like the virology department. So yeah, there's an issue. What is this?
Katy Perry and Orlando
Fauci
Bloom.
gang.
Oh God.
Yep.
Like,
God,
right.
what
happened?
It's
Like,
so weird.
just like
So lame.
You're welcome, Internet. All right, my God, they thought they were so awesome. All
Sorry,
right.
I was running it as fast as I can. Like I even have it on fast mode right now, and it's just like it's too much information. Like the diary is like 1,141 pages, and he's got like he's got so
He's
much.
got a couple books
stuff.
out there.
Yeah, so we're analyzing literally everything. But yeah.
Well, I love the autism here. I love it. We will get to all your super chats here in just a second, but first we have something very important to do. And that is to talk video games here on the #1 video game and entertainment podcast in God's green earth. It's time for Today in Video Game History.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
Olive Garden can suck my tits.
All right, Blabs.
So anyway, July 28th, we had what? July 28th.
So anyways, all right.
So anyways, I'm confused what I said wrong. Anyway, you're just retarded. NetHack was released in 1987. You have Mario Golf Toadstool Tour released back in 2003. And I guarantee all of you to say that really fast. Toadstool Tour 5 times fast. Impossible. And King's Quest: The Complete Collection was released back in 2015. The end.
Oh, thank you for putting an adventure game on there. Point and click adventure.
Thank you. There you go. You're welcome.
Wonderful, Blabs. That's awesome. Except
nope, there is no exception.
Some noticeable games that you missed today include World Hero. World Heroes right here. This is a Street Fighter 2 knockoff in the arcade from 1992. I remember that game very much so. Phoenix, you ever play any World Heroes?
I sure did. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I did play it a lot in the arcades.
Yeah, it was not good compared to Street Fighter 2, but it was an alternative at the time. So, yeah, there was. If you want to talk about stereotypes, man, there were all the stereotypes in World Heroes. Other noticeable games that Blabs did not include Queen's Gate Spiral Chaos for the PSP 15 years ago. Also, New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the
I
DS.
thought about it, but I put the Mario Tour Golf one, so I said,
Oh.
Guys, we're at 94% now. 94.3% confidence that it's the same person.
Oh, it's raising.
It's going
up. It's above 97.
All right, that's still pretty damn good. Let's see. We have the looks like King's Quest revitalization here in ++ for the PlayStation 4. Phoenix 10 years ago for the iOS and
that's
iPad.
Phoenix II. And I was gonna put it in. I was gonna put it in, but then I realized it was mobile, so I said no.
Yeah. Ukulele released.
Big disappointment, that game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work out very well.
Kind of meh.
Yeah, I'll tell you the 2D platformer.
Much better.
There is yes, I agree. Miitopia released for the 3DS in 2017. The Destroy All Humans reboot
Cult
6
classic.
years ago.
Okay, I was gonna say reboot. It has to be.
Yes.
And Grounded. I love Grounded. Actually, that's one of my favorite games.
And Blabs, I know you're downloading it right now. Hello Kitty Island Adventure released 3 years ago.
Well, considering I don't have an Apple, I'm sorry.
Wow, harsh.
Yeah, I'm normal. I have
thought you'd be
Samsung.
buying one for right now.
Samsung.
Wow, so arrogant with that. So Samsung.
Yeah.
Tenarian says the very presence of DEI is them talking down to us. It's easing you into DEI, as T-Mac Burninator aptly said in the Plus chat. It's a DEI Trojan horse. I agree with Imp Girl. Cora is okay. The best thing of it was the Platinum game, though. Thank you, Tenarian. Random Penguin says, Phoenix, what do you think of The Green Knight? If you loathed it, I'll watch Odyssey.
I have not. I actually do want to see that, but I haven't, so I don't know.
Okay.
So here's what you ask him, actually. How do you like Green Lantern, the Ryan Reynolds one? Because that was a dumpster fire of a movie.
May or may not have worked on that. No comment. I didn't really see the whole thing. I did some work on it.
Today it also says, our government just told us to wash our hands more often. I never ever saw anyone wear a mask until tourists started coming in. No lockdowns, no asking us to get jabbed. Just went on as usual. I never got tested. In your face, land of the free. Thanks, Tenarian. God, you did it right. All right, we got a lot of supers. And yes, Leaf.
So you should make a horror game of Fauci where he tries to get into your house and he tries to jab you. And it's like a Five Nights at Freddy's or something like that.
Yeah, it's Five Nights at COVID, though.
You gotta get your shot.
He comes in your room. He's like knocking on the door. Let me in.
I will say this. My brother was he is a songwriter. And he wrote a lot of what people would be considered protest songs during this time. And he wrote a song.
Oh, hell yeah.
About
Sad
Anthony
Little
Fauci.
Man. I love that one.
Yep. It's actually very profound.
I'd be so funny if he copyright struck you.
Sad little man sitting deep in a lie. He's dead in his soul, but he'll keep you alive. Do what he says, not what he do, 'cause the truth is for him and the lie is for you. Sad little man, but he's treated like a god as the faithless pray to a fake and a fraud. Worship the man, pledge to his word. One shot, two shot, now you get a third. Sad little man, you better run now while you know you can. Sad little man, you don't fool me, you sad little
Anyways, you get the
That's
idea.
pretty impressive, yeah.
I love the classic snake oil salesman from like the 1830s.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
It's you can find him over at 5 Times August over on YouTube, over on X as well. If you want to hear the full song, definitely encourage you to go check it out. All right, we got a lot of supers to get to, guys. Thank you so much for your generosity, your input on the topics today. Blabs, fire away. As Leaflet is continuing to see that we can guarantee that this is a with 90+% certainty. It is in fact
right now.
94%. I'm just saying, at 94%, if you go outside, if the weatherman says, "Hey, there's a 94% chance of rain," you're getting some rain, right?
Can they like have they proven, by the way, that these documents were like the file was created on like in the past, basically?
No, we will probably find some of that, and I'm telling you right now, I am looking through this like a fine-tooth comb. I want to make sure all the forensics are correct on this because I'm getting a Hunter Biden's laptop feeling from this, and we all know where that went. Absolutely fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like I'm a little worried.
All right, Blabs, fire away.
Okay. I did roast hot dogs over a bonfire at one point.
Oh, yeah.
God's sake, Craig, you sang the Oscar Mayer Weiner song dressed as a hot dog in the Side Square Subathon, remember? Do you have a clip of it?
No, I don't have it available to me right now, but with that in mind, I'd like to forget it.
They have Honey Apricot Mountain Dew in the KFC in Kentucky. Craig, look up Zach Choi cooking hot dogs on YouTube. He had some incredible ideas. Makes me hungry every time. I would tune into Wieners with Women, the hot dog cooking segment with cartoon women. Okay.
See, now we're talking.
Don't let little Eva get away with not sharing her Keeber. Elf Power branded cookies with everyone. Leaflet love.
We have cookies?
What can I say,
No, we don't
Elf
have
Lore?
cookies.
I believe that's my mission from God to try and keep everyone's spirit up as much as possible before the rug pull happens. Also, Robo won't let me send you 5 right now. Craig eats hot dogs without chewing like another bearded streamer I know. Oh my.
Yeah, that's the meme I saw. That's great.
That's crazy.
So many standing ovations everywhere I went. How can I drag this out?
Sorry, go ahead, Blabs.
That was pretty. I'm putting more in as we go. There's a lot. You can probably read some because I'm still throwing them in.
You want me to read some? Okay.
I
all
mean,
right.
Phoenix can totally read them. He's a lot better than you and I put together.
Good point, Phoenix. Fire away. Can you read some of these starting at the bottom?
I sure can in a second when I get
like,
the
oh,
click.
God,
I click the old button, Roo.
Oh, God.
Well, Bloopity Snooples came in and says, "Hello, all. Hope you're having a great day. I was 20 and living with my grandparents during COVID, and there were family members trying to get my granny to kick me out because I was unvaccinated." Yeah, and that's the other thing. How many family members had to be othered because of this? Oh, I can't see dad, can't see mom. How messed up is that? Patrick says, "Get that elf a Keebler. Elves love Keeblers." Oh, she's pissed. She's big mad. Big mad, and I like it. We have DJ came in with $20. Says, "In November 21, I was invited to Nebula for an event for NFT NYC. They wouldn't let me in because I didn't have the Vax card. 10 minutes later, they let me in, and I asked why I didn't have one, and they just didn't check it to verify." Yeah.
That's actually another big thing is there's a lot of businesses and places that really didn't care, but some random employee or volunteer cared so much so that they were making up rules.
Yep. Game Hunter Sirius came in.
We've read this one.
$50 freaking dollars. Says, "Morning scrollers. Eva, would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold Kirsche TRPG? I'm writing the final act of the game, The Great Culture War. I'm still working on the job classes." Eva, you have
Okay, sure, but if you do add me in, Eva's usually a monk, warlock, multi-class, so limited caster and martial.
I appreciate the specifics. Thank you very much for that. That was excellent.
Oh, I'm so D&D coded, it's stupid.
Let's go. We have Paul.
I love that.
It says, "During COVID, having studied immunology, I knew it was nonsense. Knew the shot was not a vaccine and experimental. My mom, who has OCD, slowly loosed it because I didn't get it. Gave in to save her mind." Wow. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. And sorry that that happened to you. Silver says, during the lockdowns, I had to work while everyone else got to sit at home and get free money. Meanwhile, I was mandated 60-hour work weeks with no time off. Wow.
Yeah, the essential workers really got it worse than a lot of other people.
Yeah, I agree. Lane says, 9.5 out of 5 before an explanation is inflammatory. I respect your opinion, but I already love the original, so I can't agree. Hi, Leaflet, Elfpire, and host. Thank you very much, Lane.
I have the results, by the way.
We have the results.
Grok 90%. GPT Soul. GPT 5.6 Soul says 94%. Then Quad Opus 5 says 95.
So we have
so this is actually good news, because that's about how much a editor or a publisher might edit one's published work before it actually hits the stores. So if there's a disparity of 5 to 10%, that's about how much editing is done by someone who wasn't Fauci.
Interesting, yeah. But I mean, we don't know. Of course, this is just like running an analysis. I mean, it's very likely, but there are other things.
Yeah, most things I write, you can actually run it through AI, and they think I'm AI because I write like a lawyer, and that's kind of just the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The amount of autism happening right now on our show is spectacular, and I love everything about it. It's great. She didn't like that. She's like, I'm out. Freedom Fries came in with 10 gifted memberships to the channel. Thank you very much, Freedom Fries. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Yes.
But that's why I ran it 3 times, like with 3 different AIs. That way it wasn't like, like
that's called the scientific method.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Paludan came in with 5. Says, go ahead, Leaf. Go ahead.
I mean, I could provide you with like the full corpus if you want. I like entire analysis document. It's like an entire report with like, he writes this way, it writes this way, like entire analysis of his writing style. I have like 3 of them, and also all of the journals with the matches of all of his writing. I have everything. It's like huge.
You should 100% post that on X, like 1,000%.
I could. I could see how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just consolidate down so it's easily consumable over on X, because people just scrolling by. Paludan came in and says, I got to go inside the Wienermobile. I was a journalist. Also, sub to Ava. There we go. Look at that, Paludan.
Oh, well, thank you for the sub.
We also have Rolando. Says, I think this is the second Uma KFC cross promotion. That being said, still in love is the best. She's she's a literal red flag. Long time no see, Eva. All right. We have Coyote. Says, love me some KFC, but it sucks that my town has the second worst KFC in the USA. Really? How's that rated? That's
mine is the prices. We actually went to KFC a couple weeks ago, and just to feed 3 people was going to be like $70.
It's just the dumbest thing.
I'm like, okay, well, fuck that.
You should just go buy a chicken and kill it. Probably cheaper.
Yeah, we actually did that. We went across.
Oh.
I went across to the grocery store, bought a chicken raw, got it, killed and cooked it and fried it up, because forget KFC at those prices.
When you say, you mean like you bought a dead chicken already?
Yeah, but no, I didn't kill a chicken.
Okay.
We have chickens, but...
John came in and says, you need to smack a Riverwood chicken for full Skyrim experience, Blabs. Now you know. Steve says, we need a food talk asset of Blabs saying she loves food with the same amount of passion as much as she loves the World Cup.
Yeah, we do.
I'm with you on that. I think that'd be a great thing. Blabs, do you think we should bring back the World Cup asset?
Well, I actually just deleted it off StreamYard to make room for new assets, so... You literally told me we will never talk about FIFA on the channel ever again.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to run the soccer. But that doesn't mean we're not going to run that asset for no reason.
Well, yeah, but I needed it to put in the new assets for today's show. You can't give me shit here when I'm running shit for you.
All here.
Phoenix, please, if you can find that asset. I know that you created it.
I have it.
This is wallpaper.
Fleeting Flower says, remember the Sonic Annie stream? People officially on Sonic love violence too. 3 comic artists cheered about Charlie Kirk, and all still get work. Got a post with links on locals. Oh, that's messed up. We have Duke for 10 for Montez, and more importantly, these 3 actors are only doing it because they'd lose royalties from all the movies. if they combined into one movie catalog. Thank you, Duke. Good point. That was brought up earlier by Blabs, I believe. Mercenary says, also,
Eva.
as for Halo, Eva. I know it was brought up. A lot of talking, folks. Also, as for Halo, holy crap, I refunded the damn game. Soon as I got the girl boss sitting on the throne of corpses, mind you, I had to sail the high seas since the Steam version couldn't launch. Oh, interesting. He also says, campaign Evolved is so broken, I couldn't play it unless I had to get something off a free site. Even then, the buggy mess. I saw matches with Eclipse Online. Torgers came in and says, now that I've finished my commute, a bit late on the subject of hot dogs. People love hot dogs, I'll tell you that. A place that used to make great hot dogs in my area moved back down to Texas and is in the parking lot of a shopping center next to the arcade where you did that live event, TJ's Doghouse. Really? Okay, I'll need to check out TJ's Doghouse. Godzilla Greaser says, I'm starting to think Alan is not for Scottish independence for the right reasons. Charles Doom says, first, Blab's forgiven. Second, it never ceases to amaze me the hills that Hollywood chooses to die on. These people are so out of touch with reality. Thank you, Gerald Doom. Hyena Fur says, Craig, I was born into it, molded by it. You merely adopted the grind. Thank you, Hyena Fur. You know it. Commodore Fan says, these stars need to learn to live with their means like the rest of us. I live on a salary of peanuts working for a non-profit, but I keep a roof over my head and bills paid. Commodore Fan, you're a stud. Avocado Molotov says, Sam Wise actor is an uber Nepo baby made out of parts of lesser Nepo babies.
Yeah, his dad is Gomez.
Like some kind of Nepo baby Frankenstein.
Well, literally, part of Frankenstein, Gomez.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yes,
Mr. Rich Lowpitch says, that's a little over $80,000 per movie. According to the inflation calculator, that'd be just shy of $150,000 in the early 2000s. Thank you, Mr. Lowpitch. Verbose says, optics is the issue. The role of Sam's was an 18-month deal for $250,000. It turned into 4 years with no additional financial benefits. Yes,
I'm not going to go autism here.
Yes,
but it's on Sam if he did not renegotiate his contract when the terms of the contract, 18 months, had elapsed. That just calls for renegotiation, and if he didn't do that, that's on his.
I agree. It is on him, not on anybody but him, for sure. Thank you, Verbose, but appreciate that. Yes, defining film was life, but worker is worthy of his wages. That he or his agent must negotiate. Hanzo says, I saw He-Man in the 1987 Masters of the Universe Power Tour. I'm pretty sure it was on ice, and it rocked. I love the idea of He-Man ice skating.
Can you imagine the hard nips he had? Next topic.
War Turkey Pie says, my favorite joke is He-Man was Skeletor thinking human resources meant slavery and called Adam naughty for working in it. I didn't see that.
From what I understand, the jokes in this movie are freaking top tier.
They are pretty funny. Skeletor is the best.
Fantastic.
He's phenomenal. I was born in July 81. I had tons of He-Man and Skeletor Castle. Massive fan, but because of the piss poor marketing, it caused me to not see it. And still on the fence as I don't have Amazon Prime.
Get it on Blu-ray or whatever. Dude, I'm telling you, I think, Craig, you can confidently say there's a very good chance you're going to like this movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that it will. Unless you're like uber nerd, super hardcore, you'll find things to nitpick.
Well, then I would remind them that the cartoon was merely an advertisement for children to buy action figures.
Correct.
This was not like Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yes. Young Stub came in and says, Phoenix likes pretentious slop. Clearly, I hated it. Mercenary says, sorry, Phoenix, but a single drop of DEI is a no buy for me.
No worries.
Elite says, one of my friends who went to see it said it best. It was 2 hours of Matt Damon trying to figure out if he needed to be saved from Mars again. Adam came in and says, hey, Gray, I can promote an upcoming artist. Yes, you can, right there. Eclipse Mao. She is really talented. Also, I promised her audience isn't big. It will help a lot. Well, there you go, Adam. Go promote away. Coyote says, love me some KFC, but it sucks that my okay. I think I read that one a little bit ago. Thank you, Coyote. Wes says, Eva, thoughts on the new Avatar movie, Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender?
So I will say it's better than Korra, which means if you didn't like Korra, you'll probably like this one. I will also say that this movie is a litmus test for people who are wondering if they have any media literacy left. It's a good movie. It handles the lore just fine. Watch it. My biggest complaint is the voice acting. That's probably the weakest point of the film.
All right, Blabs, I'll let you take the rest of these real quick while I take a look at something real fast.
Okay, all right. Winterfell says essential worker also got none of that C-19 money. Eva isn't just D&D mining, she's a magic lawyer too. She's got a law book on its use. Commodore Fan for 2 says, with my work for a nonprofit for seniors over the first part of COVID, I had to carry around a letter from the SC government of the office to travel. If I stopped, felt like World War II German. I didn't take the shot. Jesus Christ.
That's just don't forget that. No one forget that stuff.
Phoenix, you should watch OSP's Iliad and the Odyssey.
I think we said that, but yeah, we'll do.
Phoenix, would you have given this film a shot if it wasn't a Nolan film? Are there any projects you've told to fuck off for the same shit people are mad at this for you might give another shot?
No, I probably wouldn't, because I've been pretty consistent on this. Nolan, as I said before, is someone who usually does things for a very specific reason. If you look at his back catalog, I think you'd probably agree with that. So yeah, I gave him some leeway on this, so where someone else I probably would not. And again, I have now that I can confirm that this was for like award season bait. I'm telling you, if you're against that, absolutely boycott this 100%. I can confirm that.
Hey, Phoenix, I think part of the issue is the studio claimed it was historically accurate. As far as the Dracula comparison, imagine if it took out the supernatural and made it all realism. I'm sorry, but if we let them even have a slight win, they're just bidding their time until we let our guard down again. What I meant was they turned people to pigs, but took away the mysticism of the gods to make the story supposedly grounded and realistic. It's a contradiction. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Universal destroyed parts of the Viking ship using the Odyssey during filming. They haven't even paid for the damages. Why use that ship at all? People are just tired.
Actually, that's just irresponsible.
People are just tired of being told what they can and can't want and like, and this might be some energy wanting to get out. But guys, we still need to have objectivity. We have to be the normal men. Craig, have you seen what happens when Leafler finds artists hiding art supplies? Hafuma showed us exactly what happens. Mine Leafler.
Oh no, tell me more.
The fuck, Leaf? You right there?
Video. Hafuma made a video. You know the scene from Inglourious Bastards where like the guy goes in and he's like with the milk scene, you know, the famous milk scene?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody made that, but with me, and it was artists hiding underneath and that like robot, like Nazis. It was
Okay, make sure. All right. Cersei was the witch that turned the men into pigs. She's also a minor goddess or divine enchantress, not just a mortal witch. She's the daughter of Helios and ocean nymph Percy? Percy?
I'm glad my memory was good enough to remember she's a witch.
Zan says, Phoenix says protect trans kids. Phoenix says BLM. Phoenix is the Goyam Asmongold warned us about. Just kidding, but only slightly. You guys are crazy. During lockdown, I had to... Yeah, one thing. You guys are nuts. During lockdown, I had to work while everyone else got to sit at home and get free money. Meanwhile, I had mandated 60-hour weeks with no time off.
Yep.
The whole thing was crazy. I had general knowledge regarding RNA vaccines and other topics pre-COVID. The number of friends who insulted me for the information I had before it was political is insane.
Yeah.
During the lockdowns, you couldn't go to work, church, and your child's funeral or protest the mandates, but you could burn, loot, murder at will for George Floyd. Fuck the dogs. Fauci did human experiments on orphans for AIDS-related drugs. Those children died.
What?
Great. Showing your COVID pass is mandatory, but asking for an ID while voting is impossible.
True.
Just real quick, I'm sorry. Leaflet, are you not familiar with the dog experiments that Fauci
Well, let's keep going.
No, just look it up. Just look it up. That's all I'm saying.
Don't look it up.
Yeah, hey, don't look it up if you value your sanity.
Yeah, Leaf, no, don't. Okay, anyway, Pokelda for one says, need a vax to leave, but we imported tens of millions, no question asked, no test, no background checks. Citizens were second class under Biden. I was able to avoid getting the Fauci. Ouchie, never got sick once during the whole time. Except my mom got sick first and I caught something from her and she says I gave it to her. She got the shot. Cody says, you guys should go do a showdown between all the Mega Man game series and then Craig streams himself playing the winning series.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah.
I still see people driving alone in their cars or walking alone in bright summer sun wearing masks. Washington went insane and never got better. Here, Phoenix, you can read that one.
Mr. Rich Low Pitch 6570, my favorite Rich Low Pitch, says Eva seems great. Don't worry, Fauci will always be the true Keebler elf. Was going to use a slur for him, but I decided against it. Thank you. That was for 5.
Thank you. Mercenary for 2 says, I was considered an essential worker since I was delivery driver and grocery shopper for others just before the COVID panic, even with the gig jobs with 60 hours minimum work week. Aram says, it's nice to see Keebler Elf up on the show. Please don't invite any fairies. I hate fairies, especially the hybrid ones. Oh, hi, Oshi Leaflet. You're my favorite slime ball. I thought it was the same one again.
That's actually fun because I'm a hybrid fae. Like, quite literally in my TTRPG, so like you're double mad now, dude. I'm actually got fae in me, so.
Conair for 2 says, never heard of Keebler fried chicken before. And then Mr. RNR Steve for 10 says, Blabs, I'm here for you. For what? Anyway, thank you. We're caught up.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what? Yes.
I told you not to look it up, Leaf.
I can't believe this is real.
No, boy.
Yeah, no, it's a really bad one. It's really bad.
Wait, and they all worship this guy? Like, isn't this the kind of thing that like would make those, the usual suspects just rage?
Most people don't know about it.
Well, and when it does, when it comes to Orange Man
Most people
Bad,
I talk
they
about
don't care.
who love Fauci. First of all, Fauci becoming any kind of celebrity is really weird. He's never done that in any other pandemic we've had. But like those people, you'll talk to them about those experiments. They have no idea.
No idea.
I mean, I'm allowed to say what happened. I mean, not like deep into it, just very surface level.
Give one sentence.
They fed puppies to things.
Yeah.
It was messed up. All right. Well, what is not messed up is we did hit our amazing Montez goal today, and we greatly appreciate y'all's support, which is just spectacular. Which means, for the first time, I'm picking today. Let's go.
Bitch!
Montez wins. Perfect.
Yeah. Let's go. Love a little Street
was
Fighter
amazing.
Montez. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's that's a wonderful addition to our show. Been an ongoing thing for a while. The Montez goal has been hit. Spectacular. All right. Guys, thank you very much for your extreme generosity today. Eva, would you like to tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me primarily over on YouTube at Elfpire Eva. I have a Twitch account, I just never use it. I actually stream on Rumble every Tuesday, and we just do watch-alongs. And that's because it's the only stream platform that doesn't get weird with copyright. But do all that. I do like legal analysis. I'm a variety streamer. Just made a big video on correcting some drama for VTubers that happened in a court-style investigative series. You can check that out. But yeah, primarily on YouTube.
And Leaflet, I understand there's a game out or something that people really like.
Yeah, I make my own tabletop RPG, and
that's right.
Yeah, and recently, actually, we've got a lot of really crazy stuff going on with it. Like all this stuff I couldn't really make until I have like this giant AI team that can like help me with programming and stuff like that. Now I have a bunch of systems, like it's a lot more beginner friendly with like character creators, like Roll20 integration, and a bunch of stuff. And I'm working on more stuff for it. But the really fun thing is that we made this lore database that takes like every event has ever happened in like the big MMO TTRPG thing, and it understands like all of the events, so you can it makes like a newspaper automatically. So like it'll find like role play events and campaigns that people are, because it's like kind of West Marches, if you know what that is. So basically it automatically understands all of the post-action reports, and then it makes a newspaper so that people can keep up to date with it.
Oh, that's super fucking cool. I'm the note taker in my party at my table every time. I usually have it as an IC thing. Eva keeps a journal or something. But dear God, if there was some system that could actually keep up with the news of what the party and what the rest of the world is up to, that is game changing.
It's very, very, very cool. I can tell you about it later because like I have so much involved in that. Mm-hmm.
I imagine when you wake up in the morning, you turn into a super hacker and you just sit in front of your PC, Leaf, and you have 14 monitors and all your AI chatbots go like, "Good morning, Leaflet,"
it's crazier than that. So like what happens is the goddess of storytelling in the world, she is a AI entity, like she has like a emulated AI entity that understands everything that she does. Her angel calls me and interviews me on my phone and asks me lore questions. So it's like, well, you know, this thing that happened, like, what's the truth behind this? And I'll be like, oh, okay, well, this is actually what happened. And it goes, okay, noted. And then it like files it away.
Oh my God. So your system is quite literally lore building just based off of random questions it asks you because it's curious.
Yes.
That's
and ask
cool
for
as hell.
clarification because like sometimes like players will have an understanding of a thing. They'll be like, is this actually how it happened? And I'm like, actually, it's half true. And here's what actually happened. But then this is a truth from me, the head game designer. So don't actually tell people that. Things like that.
This is amazing, and you are living the future right now. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm trying.
That's great. Yeah, I know you are. I know. We all bow in your AI presence. It's crazy. We do have that. Blaz, what's going on with that?
I did that.
Oh,
you're muted.
I'm
by the
muted.
way.
I was muted. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but apparently he's here for me, but I don't know why. So thanks. He says I'm a star though, and he's not wrong. So thank you.
Oh, well, now we all know, which is important. All right, guys, thank you very much for popping in, spending some time with us today. What a fun show. And by fun, I mean awesome to talk about Fauci. All that stuff happens tomorrow morning, by the way. That is happening tomorrow morning at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So by the time the show starts tomorrow, we may or may not have a little bit more information about this. But this is...
You'll definitely start getting clips throughout the day, and just internet, be prepared. Twitter's going to be a freaking dumpster fire tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, thank you very much for your wonderful support. We genuinely appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time when we are joined by...
Throw in this super chat in. Boop, that one real fast. Freedom Fries for 10 says Lyrian Chronicles will surpass D&D. And thank you for that. And then tomorrow we're joined by Arch.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Nice.
He was Vikings. That's great.
Yeah.
Quick reminder, coming up on Friday, we have tickets to Sin City being made available for all of our Plus members. But assuming they're not sold out, which, they probably won't, but who knows, right? They'll be available for everybody else on Monday. But first dibs goes to Side Scrollers Plus members. Very much looking forward to that. So should be a great time. All right, guys, go follow Leaflet. Go follow Ava over here. She's a stud. I love having her on. She's super smart and intelligent. It's great.
Thank you so much.
It's great. I got the Montez goal today, and it is time to roll out. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. But remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Elliot Page deserves an Oscar.
Oh, wow. No, I'm not going away. Hold on. No. He said,